country. All the mature democracies and industrialized countries you've seen, they have always found time to pay people to think and not just to talk. Because every day you get up on your airwaves, what do you hear? Let me tell you, go to Burkina. We are importing vegetables from Burkina. Burkina is getting greener and greener than Ghana is. How many times do you hear people in Burkina knocking their chests and shouting about their achievements and what they are doing? The achievements are being felt because people are thinking about the future of Burkina. People are thinking and interpreting their environment and finding answers to the challenges of their environment. Here, and I keep saying it, in this country, I analyze the politics and make projections 10 years back, 10 years forward to see where Ghana is going to get to. If we do not change and look for think tanks that can sit down to think through our problems as early warning systems, every problem that is known and has been solved in some country will always come to us as a new problem. That's what I mean by paying people to think. All the researchers, go and see Ghanaians outside this country I have met. Go and see what they have been able to do for other countries because those countries are paying them to think. Some of them are not even interested in coming back to Ghana because nobody wants to become part of a talking society. They want a society that acts and achieves results. But who do we glorify? Those who can insult each other on the radio in the morning.
Who should take the blame?
All of us. Because I keep saying when people say the media goes to do it is not the media. Does the media sleep and just conjure stories? We send the stories to them. Because all this social security, corruption, whatever you are looking at, people are looking for these security outlets because the future is unknown. Who can climb the ropes in Ghana today fairly? Even university admission. People come to their MPs to go and assist them get admission. And when a country degenerates to this level, that politicians are now involved in academic decisions as to who gets admitted, we have a problem. I was in health. I went to Interior. I got all the bad press in relation to not allowing these protocol things. People didn't listen. I said, don't worry. One day when you are traveling, you get an accident, and you are sent to the nearest health center, and the only person to decide whether you die or not is a protocol list who went to nursing training with FFF. That is when you get to know why protocol doesn't work anywhere and why the politician should not be taking decisions on matter. Those are unpopular. It made me very unpopular.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen On Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen On Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen On Asempa FM 94.7.
The CIMT Radio Program of the Year, Ekosiisen. Are you ready? You are listening to the CIMT Radio Program of the Year, Ekosiisen on Asempa 94.7 FM.
Kwaya nanka all the day 3 hours the day try sisi a am for enam so a wo free enchi quarter there so wa che wo kwan so 20 minutes no wedu sisi a aso wo mutie because when him obi wo mut western of 40 Asempa now e ba wo show na ene say me ha mani ameka say e yoso wo musom show no enti enkoma ye di no western not for aso demu pa na wo nim say asema ye ke e no kre trodo.
So let Jesus' character, lifestyle be our example. Let him be our example. Your example is not that arrogant person who is all over the place, very loud. Sometimes when I'm listening to discussions on Ekosiisen, I'm a keen listener to Ekosiisen. Every 2 o'clock I'm on it. I'm listening to they are the current, current issues. And you see arrogance, you hear.
More program, political program, something. And now come on, station, a war, a gonja, and a program, Yabonra. And I come pay so a war, a year man pusia, and come on, Nairi program. Now, see, number one idea. We Gaman Ekosiise.
Sorry, that's it.
Nice one.
Ekosiise Nsuni, Asempa FM. My member Dr. John Oforitenkran Akwaba. Na yenshasi any enkomo oye big man, Director General Edema Snet. Boss Akwaba, net saying.
Boko Minia.
Bibia Koye. Ask me who watch every
say. Obi say, see me a big man. Only a big man. Only a show from all over the world. You don't see a common surprise. See a man for or more show. Just a show na aji baby.
That's it. But Snet Boko there.
Nyamiadum. And the Mumpai Bonti. You go so. Yeah. Jumaka Krahakra.
Yeah.
What about Akwaba na Apomwe?
In your jugba, won't you there?
In your jogba.
In your jogba.
Hot here, me wa denche.
Hot here, me ona. Ibai. Walk away. You will be made us sick. Answer na mekasen. I think say it was a me boy basopa. I've admired you from afar during the days in Takrady when we were in the position. And I think consistently you have proved to be a good substitute for our late brother. And let me say that you've been phenomenal. I mean, so brilliant. And your presentation, the constructions for our late brothers, the question lines, and sense that we see a dear Jumano, Menyaso.
Ekosiise On Asempa FM.
But Koso and serve the people of this country with all humility and a good heart. And I believe that the sky will all be the limit for you.
Medase. When you share Momna, Mofi Yana Namiti, would you media would Namiti, and Maya used to. Yeah, your line of questioning. Send I was a 100 program. And I think say a bit me flow together. Medase.
Asempa FM.
Your Excellency, Akwaba na Otden.
Hey, Obi, Yamina Dumiahui.
Bibia
Boko, me chete fupa. Na mabahan me who de Nzama Sasa. Wabrabo. Sande Obi and the minimum security Takrady this year. Nationally, the level baby will do royal. So wow, that's great. It's great. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
You see, that has always been my philosophy. We hasn't there happen. You know, as the trees grow, others come up. It's painful work. I also say that's it. It's really a pleasure to be before you at Asempa. And this is the first time Samara me pre Asempa FM. Oh yes.
Okay.
Obi.
Yes.
Mechia na machia wetifo na makase u program with ye akoye se prekese jamadu. Kukumutia insan hompo ha na mafuti u kai e boy yinate prenda da Ekosiise na uze bibia wa magana
Ekosiise On
na hana Ghana tie ntino ewiase de eduru ha yemfani agro
ema Dr. Edward Omanebo ama Akwaba doc boko de
Obi Nyamiadum
Ishiache
Emite unkanso anche
yeah fantastic, congratulations on your new appointment.
Thank you very much. But Obo Humadi, so Obo Humadi, area. I mean, I say Ekosiise yeah, apart from me on air, Mamintonga. But I'm fine. Check it. Send some what you for you.
Sure, at you for Joso. Yeah, that's it. Obi enye bia na bisa say den ko so okasa bebre. Enti the past few days insurance and doctor you see former president Mahama say insurance enye juma then e kosu obi afro me si munya abotere everything is cool. Obi munje na Thursday dura say me was me share obi abeka and say why you say Elisha oh Obi me share na obi say doctor bibia okay am say bibia fine but say me dura Asempa Obi means go because you don't have to speak every and anywhere. It's the lesson.
Yeah.
Now sometimes Asempa nyabote kakra. If the forum can provide you with solutions,
it is enough to speak.
Yeah.
And to me, my band, and Elisha, na Meshia.
Elisha, obviously, Elisha.
And Makwana, Ngobose, we would be banana show and in the fast. Chairman, my master, you better to Safri.
This Papa, this is the first time I'm baha. Now, me sure say ya who conduct you.
Ekosiise On Asempa FM.
I admire you.
Henry Nanabuache, Nana B, Abe Cancer, Nana Kwabanet saying, Obi, Henry Nanabuache.
It's a Jumedia, Obi. We are the living legend. Jumedia,
living legend,
living legend. Unyamian Ukraine, Udinyashita, Menana Zano free. Udinyashita. Obi, Cheni Tiwa, Ayana, Yedisunko. Inti, we are the living legend.
On Asempa FM 94.7.
Misum Precope, Bassa Bibiabo,
Yamadaroma, Yamede, and also at their family, Debia Dase, Adiachi, say, a very cocobo, Dina, and a book heaven. Uti Ubi and I say, or Joe Tata free, a Juma, we luncheon. Yeah. I say, we or do Pojuma. It'll be our time, Shani, very strategic. Is a Nipano after Tejuma or Ya officer or Philly board, and I say, you come in. Sure. A lot of excitement. Sure.
Openness, I think that this shouldn't be a problem at all.
Mida itself should come out, yes.
Yeah, Mida should tell us, this is a shareholding structure. Indigenous Ghanaians only maybe X percentage, and the Philippines only a Y percentage. And I think that should settle this matter.
Honorable, it's always a pleasure talking to you. May that's powerful for your time.
What be, that's
it. And the Honorable John Jinaponi attending cannot.
Could be incredible about
Asempa FM.
May radio TV be able to team the toy Asempa FM. And I mean, Seni Pabi, woman Asempa, the boot to a pitch matter. May me or Ghana Hanquadia, a bootua, Nam one car. The beto Asempa. We need other parta or one the beto. Buamanania Ghana time 2 o'clock with the beto.
Yes. Chief Bine, Aquabana, upon to then.
Ekosiise On Asempa FM.
Fantastic. Now, Mete for one catcher, Bibia Bokoa.
Oh, Yagoponadum, Bibia, that now was what
Yaminadum, Kakranka, ye Pimso, Kakranka.
Asempa, I will know what you now watch there. So, Ghana hired me to wonder Yabra, one dinner ramble, Morocco to be out by my aswat.
Fantastic.
Ghana Manda on us.
Asempa de enona obiati edu awia na maje ba bia aboso nti no Asempa FM de opo obeti
yeah that's it
na de obi is it captain's band na bo e de opo obeti no nyame shira mo bo adwuma
yeah that's it Mr. Moachen on that tag code ano.
Wish you well. Thank you so much for.
Thank you too. Nyamisha, you are also doing very well. We are also very, very proud of you. Very intelligent journalist. But one-on-one with Obi, as I said, will prepare. He knows how to pass all kinds of corners to get what he wants. And Kososa, we are proud of you.
Sorry, the Honorable Samuel Okujeto Blakwa and Moten and Kano.
This is a program that I don't miss. It's on radio. It's on Asempa Radio. It's by Obi, our friend Obi. I like Obi's program because Obi has a way of doing the questions. When he's asking his guests the questions, this afternoon I was interviewing Apo and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And when Obi is asking the questions, he has a very innocent way of putting what appears to be a very difficult question. And I think that his interviewees always enjoy it. And that 2 o'clock political program on Asempa is one of my best. Almost every afternoon. I'm watching it.
Network mu ya Santwa ya Asempa FM. Network mu Santing ne Ekosiise. Ekosiise.
Ekosiise.
Network you mu ya Bonsu Ekosiise. and a network here you can was him. You mun nairi Ekosiise. And a network you watching in Ekosiise. And a network you gamanche Ekosiise. And a network you live you Ekosiise. Na network you tobi Ekosiise.
Ekosiise on Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiise on Asempa FM 94.7.
Saspa delegation ka ko Nairobi. Ushemu a u dissect here. Close to 80% of munya appointees. Constituency chairman in the 275 constituencies. Uka party for 1 year juma or former chair. Obi. It will be weird to meet a chairman who has not been a full soldier. Politics and etino. Unse so bi o unse ye wo nyama ti say MP ni nyama no. Most of the time for me akwa say a periodic a seasonal. And to be discuss kase ba. Although you name no party no form, no about candidate, no enter parliament, now if you are a channel or channel. But when it comes to executive positions in the party, like chairman, organizer, and they took 275 of such people to go and vote at the super delegates. They took people who are how do you call it, former members of council. Senior Michel. Now, who can be before one job party? President Kufuor you know, super delegate. So these are not people who better be the king. Like as you is a system now. Can you do that? You can't. Now, so if the majority are on their own, and Baumia, like I said, Alan was in the party before Baumia came. How come that these people who are independent, the majority voted for Baumia Obi? I know him. It's a dint of hard work. Obi, make hard worker. And you grow. I know one elder. I'm in the share. Our party. Oh yeah, council. In fact, member of the way council of MPP, council of states,
council of elders member.
Sorry, council of elders. Okay. Obi, first time I hear one comment about me, Dimbe. Then the council I said, hey, I check party me. I check rana. Oh no, you won't come over me. Me fear cry, I say I'm Bokoman. Obi, me throw the the next time me call no. Oh no, I will say, Papa no. It's our future. When I'm saying, now they see.
Have indicated how the voting will take place. Unlike our normal party conferences whereby we converge at one place and have several speakers coming to address delegates before voting take place. In this presidential elections, there will be no such conference, and it's going to take a normal course just as in general elections. So it will be in the form of a walk-in, then your details are checked to see whether your name is in the album. Once it is checked, then you move to where the electoral officers will be to cast your vote. A voting center can have more than one polling station, but on the same premises. And depending on the number of delegates, the Electoral Commission may decide to create another center. That is whereby the number of delegates exceeds 1,000. Again, I'll reiterate by stating that there will be no congregation on the day of voting. There will be no congregation on the day of voting. And it is worthy to know that no voter shall wear the color of a contestant at the voting, that is T-shirt, branded in an aspirant picture, whether cap or posters of the aspirant. So no one can walk in voting center with a branded T-shirt of any of the aspirants. Again, delegates shall not be allowed to enter the voting screen or booth in groups or in pairs. And voting shall also not take place indoors, but in an open place in the full glare of the public. A delegate who has already cast his or her vote shall not be readmitted into the voting perimeter. Cast his or any person found directing a delegate to the voting perimeter on which contestant to vote commits an offence and shall be removed by the police. On which all voters shall leave the demarcated voting perimeters immediately after voting. All voters shall leave. It is the duty of the Electoral Commission and the police immediately to ensure that all delegates adhere to the rules as has been stated, and no one will be allowed to take to the rules pictures as has been of their votes, and no one will be allowed. Anyone who attempts to do that will be arrested by the police of their votes, and the votes or the ballot paper will be confiscated from the person. By the police, and the votes or the ballot paper will be confiscated. Another issue that we want to also clarify has to do with payment of dues. Another issue. Not long ago, there was that directive that to be a member of good standing and to vote. Not long ago, you must have paid your dues. But for the purposes of this presidential election, you must have paid. No one will be required to pay the dues before he or she casts his vote. Mr. Chairman, the number of proxy voters that we have is 563 proxy voters that are expected to vote on behalf of delegates who, for one or two reasons, cannot be present. Again, Mr. Chairman, with respect to regional officers, as we all know, the elections will be conducted in 277 polling centers. For regional officers, they will vote in a constituency in the region. For Ashanti region, the regional officers will vote at Inshayaso. In Ahafo, the regional officers will vote at Esutufi South. For Puno region, the regional officers will vote at Sunyani West. For Buni East, regional officers will vote at Nkranza South. For Central region, they will vote at Cape Coast South. For Eastern region, they will vote at New Jabin South. Accra, they will vote at Kwale Klote. Northeast, they will vote at Narigu Gambaga constituency. For Northern region, they will vote at Tamale North. Oti, they will vote at Karachi East. Volta region, they will vote at Ho West. For Savannah, they will vote at Salaga South. For Upper East, they will vote at Navrongo Central. For Upper West, they will vote at Wa East. For Western region, they will vote at Takrade. And Western North, they will vote at Seshiri also. So these are the important information that on behalf of the Presidential Elections Committee and the party, we want to bring to the attention of the media and the delegates for November 4th presidential primary. Mr. Chairman, at this juncture, I'll pass on the mic for you to address the media with respect to the party message for November 4th. Thank you. Okay.
Wait.
Yenyamo a central for a shamo and area.
And you've been watching
Asempa FM. Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7. 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 Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
The CIMG Radio Program of the Year, Ekosiisen. The CIMG Radio Program of the Year, Ekosiisen. Are you ready? You are listening to the CIMG Radio Program of the Year, Ekosiisen on Asempa 94.7 FM. Are you ready? You are listening to the CIMG Radio Program of the Year, Ekosiisen on Asempa 94.7 FM.
The national chairman, Ira, Swimna, team, and the DNCIA. And that meeting, of course, no. I'm going to buy aspirant to be at Mitchell and drink so far. My apostle, they be a mountain of and also my home, Emma, chairman, or that presidential election committee, no, and the past the news to you, I did over Emma, Nipa, and Naya, or more place, or baby parts in any and don't share crack say, and then the media call now. I feel so said they are about to maybe say, or media too. And I feel so say about to who end their party, no, or maybe party. And Papa has the so I thought to be now SSN now the beer said I buy a barbecue, a man for a drink, a young one, and can I say, I say, be and suddenly one. You bet you have one say, yeah, change more. Party constitution. Oh, I'm at 2 let me tell you, air bay. Do you know 204,000 and 9. Now, what's that? Or more back to now. National Council members to Abanibi. National Executive Committee or more to our one to be. Regional executive committees, no, or more to a be. Almost all to our constituency executive committees, no, as to be. Electoral area coordinators, Yas to Abanibi. Polling station executives, almost to be. Number 15, our regional National Council of Elders, ever to Abanibi. And a number 15, our regional Council of Patrons, almost to Abanibi. You embrace your phone now, ever to Abanibi. Your past national officers, almost to Abanibi. And now, Nipa Yensa, almost free special organs or parts, almost to Abanibi. And now, Nipa 12, almost so represent each external branch, also to Abanibi. Your founding members. Our Madaroma, almost Esha Katasi, a very electoral commission, almost to Abanibi. Tescom, almost also represented by Baku, about 12 hours, all the institutions are war from every institution beyond the Baku and about 12 hours. And now all party card bearing members, deputy ministers, party card bearing ministers, any deputy ministers, about 12 Abanibi. And MMDCs now so better Abanibi. Now, Osha, me can you know, I'm running open a constituency, your Council of Elders, Council of Patrons. Here I will say, Osha Constitution and Constituency Council of Elders. and our constituency council of pay for the work. You say, area, now you're queen, and the measure said, sad in the BCP. That's also, did you know, presidential election committee for say, you pay the for or work constituency. You're telling out or that council of elders and not all constituency, no. I buy a paper to know or no element chairman. Now we see presidential election committee for name or constituency. Safna chairperson, I said chairman of council of patron. Also a better chairman, Abedi. Now secretary, IT coordinator or constituency. Side department a yes chairperson, council of elders, chairperson, council of patron, and a constituency IT coordinator. Or more and a better about one or constituency work. And now, sir, yes, sir, so we are national officer, so we are regional officer, or your constituency officer, we need track and be our about to him. When to make command instructions, when to make sure the rest will be here. Unless you do you and side department and say I'm about with the or the better or constituency work. Say, as man be TRC, BBS. The electoral commission become information, the police proper information now. Only some committee members see and they begin come on. I thought to be another area now say yes, when I say baby, yes, I can want say oh party memo, Obi a fancy action as some. Now say the British can't say suspending. And also so party the constitution, I can want say. Now constitutional action will say. A bad suspension, you know, you were there, party man, answer pa, who will be before this fire committee, no, obey and back one action home. And the old year, this fire committee, no, I can't say a boy seminar, no, my catching back on so one channel. I buy a barber tree, yes, sir, and now say, I'm running. And just said, Obi, the big force, the big one for them, let's say it and nothing. They were the focus on presumption of innocence. Say, you can't say new year, won't even go for. And to be a refer my discipline committee. Now, discipline committee, no, and bois seminar, not so much or more canon. Over to Sabani. Then, Obia, discipline committee, I can't say bois seminar. Now, the recommendation, I'm not constituency executive committee, no, my dear to me, dear. Abano, to be a then so. The second constituency executive committee for said the benefit conditional amnesty. So Monshe, now the Obua and train national assistant. Now for fund of Mompado, no to Sabani. So to be baby, you bet to Abano, a no. Sabi, said ye you got to buy a friend conference. You push your them back. Now you are told now we are speakers, we are Casano, we are Casa. Presidential election committee with there. I must say, side election personal. Side, you know, ABC. You better to say the year to general election now. To Opa, Opa national ID card now, or the common one. 24 measures, so we do our bonum. Who we are, or to Aban, who we are, or free home. The Yin and Shannon. I thought to be Emra, Nasa, a Jumadia lessons committee, no SL can say, be a better Aban, be a new pine set, or better aspirant be a tardy, Nasa nature, that's why the posters be ever home. Wow. And your mount traveling and a police force a better. I thought to be baby a better abandon so be a new concept or the aspirant be fully back for and the police before a woman to me say be out the aspirant fully up or more I didn't also in free. I thought to be about a battery now and she said that you only said. Chia would do so, I want to meet you. Then so, and no, a year from. So we are trying to do so, so trying to do so. Abano, I make what I remember, and Pacono, Ese, or Tosa, Abano, baby. Na nipa sɛ bibi ntie bi ɔmo ti bɛto aba na ɔmo asoma nkɔfɔ sɛ ɔmo bɛto aba ɛmɔ ɔmo ɛka ne nyinaa bom a ɔmo yɛ 563. Constituency mienu ɛho ase ɛwɔ hɔ yɛ Sunyani East ɛna Mampɔn constituency no ɛdɔ ɛtwam no hɔ wu asɛ ɔmo edi mu.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
There is a contest.
Contest, but there's no contest.
You mean Kennedy Japan cannot win?
No.
Hey.
No.
I won't say the Ekoswan.
A acclamation. Acclamation. What you say? Because I say election, I'm going to do an election. Because Obi offer a Sorghonoma.
You mean the northern region?
The northern region. All the 5 northern regions.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
will not get less than 98%.
In the 5 regions combined?
5 regions combined. You will not get less than 98%. Oba Ashanti region, there is no way Baumia will get anything less than 90%.
8 and 90.
90. Election way, Baumia anything below 95%.
Apollo.
I'm being honest. There is, unless I don't want to face the fact. What am I saying? What you would have said, there is maybe a Kangapombe to Menya, Bonsu Wanyabi. Ashanti region.
And Ashanti do now, say,
may say, I don't guess a whole no bet to Manyabi. Tell us, I want to bear 90.
Yeah.
Wow, bear 90%.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
Ladies and gentlemen, of course, our people did not come out to vote in the first round. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the same point again today. And some of the factors that led to us losing the election in 2008 are rearing their ugly heads again. The 2024 general elections will be fought on many fronts, especially the economy. But we know we will win the battle of the economy because our capacity, commitment, and records show that we have what it takes to regenerate the economy from the rains of COVID-19 and the Russia-Ukraine war that threw the entire global economy out of gear. We know the challenges. We know the challenges Ghanaians are enduring or have endured from the second quarter of 2022, where due to the twin factors of COVID-19 and the war in Ukraine, inflation began to skyrocket. The performance of the cedi started deteriorating and productivity slowed down. It led to the president making the difficult but inevitable decision for Ghana to go to the IMF for a balance of payment support. During this challenging period, many countries in Africa, Asia, and elsewhere have sought help from the IMF for the same reason that Ghana applied for it. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency the President has acknowledged the present economic difficulties in the country and has committed every effort of the government to improve conditions for Ghanaians. As we speak, the economy has taken a turn for the better. Inflation, which rose to a high of 54.1% in December 2022, is declining quickly, currently at 38.1% as at October 2023. The cedi has primarily and productivity is increasing 3.2% at the close of the second quarter of 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, regarding what we have achieved sector by sector, we have an impressive account to render to Ghanaians. Our opponent has not accomplished nearly a quarter of what we have achieved in 7 years. One of the chief contributors to the defeat in the 2008 general elections is the fact that the lack of unity of purpose or internal cohesion, which is lacking. We cannot afford to be disunited even briefly after results are declared on Saturday. We must guard against any misconduct, actions, or inactions likely to take us on a path of apathy and disunity. This 2023 flag bearer election has been hotly contested, and in the process, a lot of water has gone under the bridge. They call for us to whip the slate clean, to approach Saturday with a commitment to work for whoever emerges as our leader, flag bearer. there can be only one flag bearer at a time. I fondly recall the enthusiasm and unity that characterized our approach to the 1990s and 2000. It was apparent we would win as a party. But the height of enthusiasm and conviction with which we canvassed for victory in the 2000 general elections has waned considerably, and we must fix it now. The alternative to an MPP government is scary, and the alternative to us is empty. These statements are valid because the NDC has not put forth any policy idea to address the youth unemployment challenge, which is the preoccupation of governments worldwide. We are implementing the One District, One Factory, One D1F policy initiative, which has 100,000 direct jobs and several thousand indirect job opportunities. As a result of One D1F, the comfy juice is sold in Walmart shops and 499 other shops in the United States of America, as I speak. Certification export to European markets for this is far advanced, and soon a juice will be available in leading shops in the United Kingdom, among others. The company currently employs 1,500 people between its outgrower schemes and regular staff. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kumfi first 1D1F factory, whose sword was cut personally by His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo in August 2017. This is the development path that all advanced economies have walked, and we are committed to staying this course to industrialize as a country. Let the NDC tell Ghanaians their alternative to 1D, 1F. We want to compare records. Ladies and gentlemen, the exploits of a Kumfi juice factory and the many others under 1D, 1F companies are testaments that the Ghana Beyond Aid agenda can materialize if we in the MPP work hard to retain power in 2025. When it comes to managing Ghana's economy, our opponents do have a comparable record. It is the case, the NDC, it is the case that today the NDC feels emboldened because COVID-19 and the Russian-Ukraine war have vanquished the gains we made immediately after taking over on 7th January 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, under President John Agyekum Kufuor, from 7th January 2001 to 7th January 2009, the MPP
Asempa FM.
Anytime I feel lonely, only one station makes me happy. When I wake up in the morning, only this station makes my day. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa. Asempa FM. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM.
94.7 Asempa FM so ne yebeda mu nyina ase asan so amakwa ba bio de maba Ekosiisen dwumadi eso nti as you are aware ye share by picking live press conference at Ekoso ewo NPP national headquarters here in Accra. The general secretary of the party Edi Kan Kasai Uriye na national chairman enso de ne de Etwaso. Unfortunately, we lost the feed from the national headquarters. And they will say about we have a packed show and area, but I will take time and bring you all the content we need to me at first. Yene CEO of the Minerals Commission, ABD and Komo. You are aware, sir. Yes, share a countdown to the NPP presidential primary Basso this weekend, I say from Monday, and they so it's very likely see some of the delegates in the studio. The general secretary of the party might pass through the show. Na so etumi edi enkomo as part of our countdown to this Saturday so. Your election headquarters at a comprehensive coverage back to back Ebebremo from the start of the day to time Yebekaya Benina Ewinia declare at the Amamunti Monshanenso. Your discussion segment so and they are all female panel in Tibenya Nana Ye Letha Ewo studio ha representing the NDC or a former Minister of State for Gender and Children and Women Affairs into Obaba Kayensa and a social protection as well. Ewo studio ha. Sounds soon yebenya nana ya janto a General Secretary of the CPP Ewo studio ha. And yebenya Kozi Akusua Menu ono a Deputy CEO of the National Youth Authority and also an aspirant for the parliamentary candidate slot of the NPP ewo Adentan constituency. Inti no mumbai na babe kan ho studio ha na etumi edi sam komono. Ma memfa se da ma wona wo boa ye me edi Ekosiisen epremo. Sounds of our time, SNIT, ZP, Access Bank and a DBS. Me here some segment so Syntax Tank, MJ Grand Hotel, Obapa Product and a EcoBank Ghana. Your one-on-one interviews are here on this show. Angel Cola, Ghana AIDS Commission, Safari Tissues, and our Ostec Properties. Discussion segment in Shelter, Freak Roof Zone, Seahorse Engine Oil, Franco Trading Enterprise, and Atabia Herbal. In Mekwene Boyen, me adi Ekosiisen Ebremo. Make us say, Ora Martin, AEC Atnase, or a CEO of the Minerals Commission of the Republic of Ghana. And no EBD and Komo, your training cow studio ha ache, Yamia Domende, Waba Ababe Kayensa, and the enemy bidding Komo area na afe. We zoom into some NPP matters already. NPP USA Atwaba na Yensaka results be of about moto US of A. Na Ninina Efa this Saturday. Primary Ekosono enti menemo beche sa results from the NPP USA enti NPP USA for to abano who is in the lead why the second why the third and why the fourth results no high nemo ebeche but before that no mama Ura Martin AEC Akwaba boss Akwaba net saying
I've been missing in action
too much
almost all the stations were complaining.
Yeah.
Juma, Akwanto Kakra, and then lots of work.
Sure.
But I'm back. I'm back the whole of November and December.
Fantastic. Yeah, I feel so. Which is the Minerals Commission Boko.
Oh, everything is okay.
But a lot has happened over the last 2 months, and so a lot. And some are so papa. In the area they say Yetimienya studio ha. But I think sir, one key issue, the latest mineral resource at Ghana I discovered, which is lithium. And Ghana for are well versed in gold, manganese, diamond, and recently oil. Bebrina, I think lithium something new to them. It be granted word lithium nimpo eda. Into my background kakra, in him say an unknown minister sign a lease yedema company on Bababe to lithium Ghana. In the background, no, it is in lithium near there. How did it come? Then a Ghana and all of that.
Obi Midasi, and then Mami apologizing to the general public because people were expecting me here every Thursday, but I've been missing in action for like 2 months.
Sure.
But me, but my back full swing. Obi, me ba studio and me be discuss green minerals. Obekaya.
I remember.
Green minerals and energy transitional minerals.
Sure.
And technology minerals and critical minerals. And I may share my boss. So I might share will come out fully.
Oh, nice.
Before that, me say, Uko, Krobi, the way in Infantiman municipality. Na Australian company be from Atlantic Lithium, but omo company na organa kita licenses from Barari,
and a Ghanaian company.
And that's the name of company na omo de chance here. Still Barari. In Australia, no majority shareholder parent company. That are prospecting. I did almost start here check. Initially reconnaissance license on Benya prospecting be 2018 in a matter of 5-6 years. Omukremusa Potokasa English Kasamu geological investigation.
Yes.
So within the last 5-6 years, $50 million.
From prospecting to this stage.
Yes. We'll be prospecting, and exploration, and I hope I say a catchy.
Sure.
5% chance of success. Okay, now I'm who and go baby, I quite prospect on who and they go away.
Usikanashi,
we don't refund. By any data kakra into be banner of it to us.
Okay.
Into originally no license, Barari company, Ghana need it.
Oh.
Yes. Ghana need it.
FM.
But I say more prospecting license. I saw your baby work program. As a mere say more appointment letter. Whether it is part time and I put on you have your duties.
Sure.
Time obey program or her. I did put in obey her. Obi biara ebe more prospecting license. In fact, Russia family prospecting license and exploration niema mienu na so ye one. Your baby web program na containing niema mienu. Geological investigation, the exact ejuma okoye nhwemu na okoye so be drilling o. Back of our no be no the call lab all those things that were trouble minerals commission here G2. I think so scan out the bay and so. And yes, kakitwa. Inti there common practice the whole world say obi confer license or the obi bem as a business partner. If you only scan into there are two ways. Either so this kind of man.
Okay.
Now I man now I do share. And now say Uba ko ejumano into ejumano e kana obono na udi die tunu. Inti be onu betumi an hye say o chale ade we be $10 million. Inti utumi spending $10 million in area. If you remember 50%, 40%, and now 80% and bibisa normal practice. Or baby inti also funny discover only shame no more shame this up and downs eventually be 2 or so years ago no more year. Almost say, oh, I didn't know how fine.
Okay.
Now, prospecting you do baby now mineral now. You will be a friend of feasibility study.
Okay.
So what coin says you bet me go G mining lease crater more coin so bet me to mineral no. Into obey feasibility about minerals commission. My main church feasibility no one say simple language. Oh, my home do say quality tonnage say a grade say.
Yes.
May use method where be a method underground and surface, and I may use be a method underground in surface, and I may surface. I do baby a quasi a may underground. Environmental impact say ni say wow, sunny man in front of feasibility. Be cost me say wow, me funny passe. Okay, what the bani G2 man na ya ma mining lease. You be try my minister. In somebody buy no, me share ni say no. Ade we nya ade say ye no normal no say oh ye be more normal lease na sa 5% royalty ni normal ti say obi a gold e si there bi because I didn't hear the papa. So eventually, that time, so now lithium, lithium, cobalt, manganese, when you have critical minerals, batteries. Abansu, minister, the big call cabinet, Moment approve, I said no. About lithium, this green minerals, they're treating differently. Sick as same, waha, outside, needs animal in your and Namsuna. You know, me and she I buy no more negotiation.
Okay.
Now, I want Fantima municipality. Awoya and other villages, but the way are not the main village. Obi ne adeba koya me yapa, and it's not just about mining. Subai, I see it in all facets of life. Menim gentia abai ana bibi ba outa.
Yes.
In conform to me in two mugona, ebi onko share document in agreement and akata answer. Last time now minister, exactly 2 weeks near and a minister, a sign lease short ceremony. Sure. Meaning Bibia because I've been in the trench. I don't know how you say in the Bibia Free Minerals Commission as I call minister.
Okay.
But Obi metie commentary now conform also, including people who should know better. Even when some expert, fine. It's not for me to doubt their credibility.
Sure.
But Obi, so far everybody or expert or think that are commenting on the agreement, my realizing one fundamental problem because meaning I'm not saying that only quite so to me criticize and now to me so we could have done better and one have but if I listen to all of them now, one thing stands out clearly. They have not read the agreement. All of them, everybody that has commented on this, including some of the think tanks and some of prospectors and all those things. One, they have not read the agreement proper.
Is it available?
It's available. And that's a public knowledge. May say that maybe to your website.
Okay.
And then may advert will be that's number 1. 2, even the basic geological report on Ejuma company website, which is even available with the file. People have not read it.
But how can I website? Why do you blame people?
No.
For not reading.
No, but you see, say we are a research company. And I think Taiwan is an Institute of Economic Affairs.
Sure.
They've come out with some response. May respond. I know them. Obi, what stops you from calling the Minerals Commission and say, can I get a copy of the agreement that was signed by government? And actual freedom of information. I want some basic information about and then many of them took excerpts of ministers summary now
and they ran with that.
And then they ran with it. Wow. And I find it problematic for people who are like experts and conform with your research. Wow. So for example, I'm not condemning, I heard Dr. John Kwachi say, yes, I need colonial agreements. But I want to ask him whether he read the agreement. And now he was basing his analysis on their minister kind. Whether he has even seen the geological information, basic one, which is even available on the company's website. I doubt. Because you see, it's like a doctor. Who the report be man and a medical report be man know who he can see that no, the lab report was not done properly. And a recommendation of Dr. Mane wrong. And I be visa and one year analysis. Who to me never be a basic.
Yes.
Because I have been involved in this whole thing, from if you like I'm in to Zinabu. Into your analysis, you mean say no, you have not read the thing. But that is why we are here. Okay? The whole of this November, maybe I call December, I will spend my time on this contract and all those things. Okay? Even just this Monday, 4 days ago, I think my minister issued a press statement. Say, in conformable starting construction. Even Monsieur, lease no and ratify. But all those may clarify. That's why we are here.
Okay.
But by and large, a lot of people have not read and they are just basing on minister summary now. So you're negotiating A, B, C, D. So may take me time, much. So in a nutshell, that is it. Your government among the first
mining lease
lease no chair say your mouth to me say subject to other requirements me boss.
Sure.
Oh, to me I see mine no. I took
a two mineral.
Yes. So that's the first one. Yeah, lease no. Now, till you answer the about terms no the whole of November me wa.
Sure.
2. A minister or the list no call parliament for ratification and a constitutional requirement.
That has not been done.
Oh yeah, na 2 weeks here na or sign here. I feel all the parliament omo bada ben. Recess, I feel no maba. It say brief no the call parliament. So government ama lease way for lithium. Into or the bar parliament for
no ratify
for ratification. Yeah, into then and for you by early next year be see mine. Into say ratification a constitutional requirement. Wow, ratification, yes. Ratification and valid.
Yes.
Into the back up.
Yes.
You better prepare brief be no their call. I'm sure within this window. That's number 1. So lease first, ratification. The third one, EPA permit.
Sure.
Environmental process. You better scoping study, on public hearing, cheche mu impact no, then nebeba all those things, publication. Obi Ghana ni kwa betime to be team. Oh, I have maintained to my opinion na bibisa. Wow. They will have to go to the environmental permitting process. Quite detailed in EPA nebeye. Wow. Yeah, up in it could take 2-3 or so months, but even public hearing require take it time because they will do publication on the 2 paper. Then people will have access to the report, they will read it. All those things, there's some here. Wow. And see, lease have to be ratified. So that number 1, the lease has been granted. Next, ratification by parliament. They have to do EP. EP now, EP for issue environmental permitter. Then they will come back to Minerals Commission for Chief Inspector of Mines, operating permit. Wow, operating permit. Your more operating permit, or construction permit. Yes. Now, say who could land title crowd? You just get up and build. Say so do plan call. Is it me? Hey, assembly. No mama, approve plan. Bibia no mama. Quite. Nitin ya no start ya no mama becho. Dan produce permit. Only be. Yes, they have the right to pull it down. Inti. All these authorizations, approval requirements, they will have to go through them. We are now in November. I think Yasha is here. So November, December, ABR, by early next year or so, BBI, they will have to get all these things before construction of the mine can begin. Other than that, for now, still because normally prospecting doesn't end because you have a mining lease. They will keep prospecting. Yes, Uncle Boasi, 1897. Ujai prospecting. Ubonso, Utua, Dube, as a Wagu and Starlets in Starlight.
Sure.
How will you build your national team?
But in practice, no.
So that is
which one comes first? The minister signing the lease agreement.
And then all the call parliament.
No, and America say, should Parliament look at it first and send a minister not sign?
No, the minister will have to sign and take a signed document. That's sound to me, in fact, drafting call Parliament.
But that would also be putting the cart before the horse.
Well, if Parliament decide to reject it, that's fine. They have that power. What about that?
Okay.
Nasek, Minister for Finance or prepare budget to be discussing. Now I sign it. Now they are called Parliament. Parliament can say no. They can say yes. It's up to us to convince them. You don't take drafts of documents to Parliament. There be. Wow, you have to take a proper documentation. The call cabinet, Yama approval. Now they watch now they are called speaker. Well, refer crime committee of select committee of mines and energy. No, my friend minister, Finance commission will be almost 2 minutes. Will be on then they'll go through discuss after that. Normal you report to the main parliament. Normal discuss it. Okay. Then they will have to approve it or reject it. So I need them found.
It's good. So I
say World Bank loan cry. Bet me I reject it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That is it.
Yes, how do you go through that process?
Very important.
But I think that the most critical issue
terms,
the terms of this
agreement. So the terms of the agreement. Yes, we're taking one after the other. So may discussing Yamabe 4, 5, 6. 1. Offer agreements no pa. the physical terms, like royalty, tax, and money.
Yes.
Ahipa nyebenya. Near they compare other countries. Near they compare the traditional good ni box at ye tour all these years and go say nyashi. So I'll start the fiscal elements or terms, royalty, corporate tax, all those things I am negotiating, and we are next week Thursday, my boss.
Sure.
Here we are, me discussing what is the interest of the state in the whole project. State, you have state participation.
Yes.
Me discussing, what are the other things available to Ghanaians? This is you and I. Wouldn't say me banana, maybe driving, say on listing.
Yes.
I came here, maybe discussing, say, oh, we have on listing. Until very soon, you have to get ready and go and buy shares. Now, say, see, everything is owned by foreigners. Somebody call raw. So I'll discuss the financial aspect of it, the receipts potentially that we'll get. May discuss it, state and Ghanaian participation. Ninya then listing. Between the way together and a local content.
Yes.
And they had dream power, which I've always admitted here, say, as a nation and even Africa, we've not done very well. It's value addition.
Value addition.
Are we going to take it out raw? Like say the airbox side. Now say I think is it Monday or Tuesday? Front page.
Sure.
Ghana manganese is home refinery. They are coming to refine, add value to the manganese, or which all these decades we've taken out.
Because what about our terms now, we'll lay out.
Take the time.
My most frequently asked questions, bear me,
Yes.
Number one.
Yes.
Life of some mine, we how many years?
First, according to report on their mine, 12 years.
12 years.
It means that if they don't do anything by way of continuous exploration to add to the reserves, maybe roughly 12 years.
Okay.
Then it's over.
Now I over.
And the one share now price, confirm too much. For example, gold price is here very high.
Yeah.
Gold price a drop if you are $800. But say gold price a $2,000. Gold price drop $800, $700 announces here. Mines will be very close down. And they will put it under care and maintenance.
In your mom, the 12 years.
12
I think
years.
That information is corroborated on our website. Website is a 12-year life of mine. But one other critical thing, I think, I don't know.
It could end up 20, 40, 50 years.
Okay.
A bit depending.
Based on further exploration on there.
Yes.
Very well. The capital
before
cost.
That, Mami example.
Okay.
It company with
Chirano mines.
Now me a young girl minerals commission on at least 15 years. 750,000 ounces. That was their reserve.
Okay.
Now I think it's about 17, 18 years. They are still mining.
They are still there.
Yeah, now one yet continuous exploration. So you only add to life of man. We are more in situation.
Okay.
Into almost environmental permit, almost ratification. The other approvals still almost year exploration.
I think sir frequently asked question we would help us dovetail into other terms now.
12 years.
In 12 years. The other issue of the capital cost for this whole project. I see on their website capital cost as $185 million US. My point as a lay person is and I know Opashna will say Ghanaians ebe command the height of industry in business in mine and near the $185 million. Did we have to get an Australian company?
Yeah, bonds. I mean, you say I don't know whether they're right. Okay, in some way, what?
In some way.
Donation for funeral.
Yes.
Obi, me come rara near contribution. But I met some rich people, a group of friends.
Okay.
Me no mo din communicate say, hey, mo first camera near fan share mining. They are very good property in for prospecting lines.
Sure.
And I'm say what is the return? So prospecting there shame. Chance in them so 5% chances of success. Now maybe $3-4 million. When I say no, we don't need all the $4 million per coupe. Every quarter now be 200,000, 300,000 because PTU trenching na do drilling na what the samples we call lab we went here for all those things. What do you catch me? Maybe $2-3 million got talk as I say, and I got talk one of these rooms for Cantu Mesin Labonia every man. You see, that is the kind of mentality you have.
But you don't blame them, do you?
No, I don't. But I'm doing the public education here, so if who like a floating shares one koto. Don't come and tell me say Triana bro for now already stock exchange, stock exchange on the room. They don't even know where Ghana is. Now already $3 million, 500,000. Oh, stock exchange. No, they are baha. Abe ye in would you say risky. You understand that? And you ask people to come and invest in it. They say, oh, they be they call real estate. They lose cow when you be hiding and all those things. Then you sit there and say that what? Yeah. Foreigners are owning a resource. Okay, $50 million. That is the money they spend on the
exploration.
All these years.
But would that amount be part of this capital cost?
There be
185 million separate.
There be 185. I mean,
okay.
You see, we have to change our mentality. But it will take education like this to let people know, say, a dear way, buy a pescado to quick money. He doesn't understand why he can spend 2, 3 million, 5 million. Hey, now we when and now going, what happens? Oh, my main fanco race, main fanco farms, and baby, sir. Wow, we need to change our mentality. Now, this 185 million is the cost of establishing
the mine, yes.
Processing plant. I don't be see nyama be here to build the mine. Na nyama proper. On be fa nipa be 1,000.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Direct employment. Yenka
indirect.
Wow.
Okay.
Most of them engineers. When I make now no room for sociologists, archaeologists ni
we engineer.
Oh, na inti omo you matter omo mine engineering.
Chance na ba.
Oh, yeah, chance ba ba.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Yes, they are going to employ them. They are going to employ a lot of mining engineers and engineers. Wow. Yes, they really started hiring 1 or 2 key people to start positioning their place. So this is it. So one of the things Minas Commission said 185 way. Only the breakdown number. Hey, how much are you going to spend? And if you are contract mining, way, all those things. And I said yes, look, if possible, and you be all the 185, you know, and now more the better. Either say or Ghana and now Ghana in the far the ones that we cannot get.
Sure.
We only a contract for fuel.
Okay.
Only a contract for catering. Okay. And all those things. When you preserve for Ghanaians,
yeah.
Wow, and yeah, jumpy. We didn't get a good deal. So that is a 185 million. The cost of building
the mine.
The mine. It may go up. It be a capital inflation in
the media 185 neka 50 million for exploration. We are looking at so far 230 million. 250 million.
Now according to the current data payback Bruni say payback.
Yes.
That's a old you see share business capital back 1.5 years.
For this mine?
Yes. Based on current data, but most likely, assuming that the mine was ready today, it could be less than that because of the price of the lithium. People are falling serious.
In a year and a half, they can recoup the 250 million.
250 million. But they will first say one thing about exploration is that you see shame now. One who be now call.
Yes.
Government will not pay.
That's true.
But the moment you make a commercial fine, who mineral now. So we have the data.
Yes.
So every quarter be exploration, all the reports in the Minerals Commission. Wow. And we check whether one, two, whether they are spending the money. We check all those things.
But lawyer, if in a year and a half they can recoup 250 million. That's a life of them.
It could be shorter.
Yeah, it could be shorter.
I mean, it could be 1 year or even less than 1 year if the price is good.
Fantastic.
Price, but basically, also a calculation on we use here.
Yes.
Almost 1.5 years, roughly.
Okay. In do they say, fund say 1 year for the purposes of this argument. Life of the mine year 12 years. First year, 250 million. Every other year, so even 200 million, 200. All that will become profit to them, right?
No, sir.
No, sir. Omo capital cost.
No, capital cost.
Every recurring expenditure.
Only recurring expenditure. Untia light. Untia salary.
Yeah, but it will still
1,000 people you'll be hiring. You'll be paying
them.
Accommodation be see bungalows. No be contract. They will have to house all those people.
But and also will strengthen or more arguments.
Tobo. Okay. I don't want you to behave like them.
No, sir. I asked you, and so you.
Yes. So the best is that let us go through the terms, one after the other.
Very well.
After that, then all these questions from Amina to Zinabu, we will answer it.
Very well.
Now, but into Yemfa, one out of the 6-7 key areas now made discuss. Missing November, Yawaha. Into among for TSA, we no more agreement now. They can come and challenge us.
Okay.
Obi, number one, let's look at the physical aspects. Sika Semyen can one, sir. Okay?
Yes.
One, royalty. Royalty, yeah, the man mean the owner of the resource.
Sure.
That is Ghanaian.
Sure.
Republic.
Sure.
Obi. Current royalty. Current royalty. Ghana, yeah, can say 5%. Yeah, Giomu 10%.
Okay.
Now, Obi, who yeah, they are now, who do you want to? You compare.
Yeah. Benchmarking.
Yes, they say that Germany, compare business, you know, compare UK, Italy,
sure.
That kind of thing.
Sure.
Obi, it is very important. Certain contests are very important for analysis. Only upon Nibi. Obi, you can say
yes.
3 countries, only 3 countries have almost about 70% of the world's reserves for lithium. Country means Chile, Bolivia and Argentina. Baby omo borders one omo fear lithium triangle. Just 3 countries. And a lithium no typically two main ways. Mainly two. We see mainly 2. Woman said this in so dissolve salt. Now what pumping so now by surface and then you put in evaporation ponds. And then 18 to 24 months now process it. In the desert there, Chile. Chile alone has about 40% of the world's reserves. So I call them the Saudi Arabia of lithium.
Okay.
Into their Chile, but you won't mean time with your small size one. The same thing, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia single-handedly can alter the price of oil in the world. Are you aware?
That's true.
They are the only country that have what we call, by the way, I'm also a petroleum lawyer.
Oh, okay.
That can alter the price of oil. If Saudi Arabia announced today, say, we are withdrawing 2 million barrels from the market, you see what will happen to oil price.
Sure.
Almost number 10 million barrels a day. Into the almost Nigerian to me, Nigeria is producing what is it over 1 million barrels a day? Yeah, as compared to do 200,000 barrels a day. 200,000. So certain decisions Nigeria can make because of what they produce, their geology and their history. Ghana, they start oil. Into your comparison, I have to understand it in context. To mean and things say, because Chile and Bolivia are doing this, you must also do the same thing. You don't have the same reserves.
Yeah.
Okay? Take me my explanation so that people can argue properly. Take platinum group of metals. About 80% of the world's reserves is in South Africa alone. Zimbabwe is the second, the country with the second largest reserves. In Zimbabwe and in South Africa, they control over 80% of the world's reserves for platinum. They can decide and say, look, if South Africa decide, and then Meshati lithium, platinum mines down and all those, it can have a serious impact on.
Sure.
On price. The same goes for chromite or chrome and then those things. So don't just assume so country is doing this so
you can also
do the same. You need, and then I want to underscore this. The more geologically endowed you are, the more, listen carefully, the more geologically endowed you are, the tougher your fiscal regime. I don't know what.
Sure.
Do you understand? That is what I want you to know. So you did 10%. Now let me do the comparison. Okay, who are the major lithium producers in Africa? Mali. Mali, almost project, almost from Gulamina. And yet 3 times the size of a warrior.
Okay.
Mali royalty. My year recent mature, Mali was royalty 6%.
6%, okay.
Okay? They have a far bigger reserves than us. Bigger. Just one project, Gulamina, over 500,000 tons. Okay, stage 1. By the they will become the first lithium mine in West Africa, not a way. And then stage 2, it will take them to about 800,000.
And 6%.
Oh, yeah, then 360,000. So they will be doing close to 1 million, almost 3 times our own. Their royalty is 6%. Zimbabwe has the largest reserves of lithium in Africa. And number 6 in the world. Zimbabwe royalty 5%. Australia, that produces almost half of the world's lithium, royalty 5%. UTA, that is it. Ghana 10%. Into royalty outside the rate for Chile. Chile, April when I'm passing law, they have a rate between 8 and 24%. Omomu is margin, so they can charge anything between 8 and 24 based on the margin. Obi, let me underscore. Don't tell me we should have gone a Chilean way. Chile has 40%, one country, the whole world's reserves of lithium. So offer royalty alone outside Chile, our own is the highest in the world.
But so offer Burkina
this is just one. The train main call baby where the comedies. Yeah, should film at it near because comedies. Because we are train say mebo value addition ya mebo so. Ninya agreement, you know.
We'll deal with all of them.
So royalty like this, what we have negotiated is a killer. Inti Bibi Sana we donation so moment PMO yeah. If you take out Chile, which I'm saying that controls these things are available. Controls quite about 40% of the world's reserves.
But I can also argue, lawyer say so Mali the boy 6%. 6% of output 3 times ours. 10% of what? And 6% of what?
Wait, the same thing. Okay? When you sell the what do you call it, the mineral, that is it, you pay, then it's tax deductible. But it's on revenue. That's it. And priority is not sensitive to profit. Obi, Gulamina, Mali for reserves for Ghana. Me catch a buy say Yenji royalty 20%. Yeah, if Ghana has the if it was comparable to Gulamina in Mali, Gulamina, the deposit of lithium in Gulamina, you bet 20%.
Really?
Yes, a third of what you have, and you work 6%. So that is just royalty, fiscal regime 1. Final 2 in China. Number 2, Obi. You see, we have to put community first. You are negotiating 1% of revenue every year for the life of the mine. Every year, be almost revenue 1%. You give it to the community. They will set up a community development fund. You are developing framework now. Obi me a calculation. I say wow. Maybe some infantiman municipal MC. You know. Maybe some common fund. Yeah. Okay, me say 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Common fund, which is over 80-90% of the revenue. 1%. Who use current price over $6 million, which will go to about 8 communities.
1%.
So this is the first time we have formally, if you like, legislated on
something going to a community resource.
Almost when CSR corporate response, social response, and by force, by the air and say almost team tax. And then officer rules now, go for see and road tackle also free.
That being free.
Tax deductible.
Sure.
We are the only country in Africa, and I'm saying this proudly, but it's very bad. Say, we don't have any law on community development agreement. Starting with this one. Uko Tanzania, their community development agreement is 1%. So Angogo Ashanti, Gita Mines, almost 1%. Okay? So they can trust for pesos. New for foundation over 17 communities. Only 1% profit. So it means if they don't declare profit, they don't pay. So 1% profit, and then they also add for every ounce of gold they sell, they put aside $1. If you like, calculate 1% profit, which they may or they may not declare profit, and then $1 of every ounce they sell, and a gold here more than 1900. Who the boomer and you do 1% of revenue, the money is the difference. No, so that is going to go to the community. That is it. It's the highest in Ghana. Almost all the ones they are doing who calculate and do even 0.5%. So that is one. Third one, fair BB growth and stabilization levy.
And it will end with the third one. Now the last three.
Maybe growth and stabilization levy. It was passed by Parliament this April.
Okay.
1% revenue. You can't deduct it. It's not tax deductible. Into 1%. Wait here, my government. Into the GSC, the Growth and Stability Levy, Stabilization Levy, effectively royalty is 11%.
11%.
Royalty 10, GSL 1, 11. 1% to community.
To community.
Do you understand that? So, would the GSL no can royalty no one? Effectively, royalty is 11%. We come to still on the fiscal elements. Then they have other ones like then corporate income tax 35%, Mali 30. Okay, Mali 30%. Now I've just told you, say payback period is 1.5 years. Okay, but even they'll start paying tax because projects in here they do. Then yamba ownership, share ben abawo. The law says 10%.
Are carried interest?
Yes, free untia.
Yes.
Government now 13%. You're negotiating 13%. This is 13% for the Republic. Now, apart from that, MIF, which is sometimes
Minerals Income Investment.
Yes, which is the sovereign wealth fund for mining. Omaji 9%. That one they pay for it, but it was a good deal. They bought it at the time the share price was not looking so good. It is 6% locally, and they were Australian Stock Exchange. Omaji 3% war. Into the 6 no crack 13 where 19. Into government alone is 19%. Made up of 13% free, which you are not paying for, and then the 6% that we paid for. Now, sir, you see,
but you heard the claim, sir, MIF negotiated a bad deal.
Who said that?
In terms of how much they paid for the 9%.
Oh, really? I don't think so.
Because if you compare how much they paid,
he will come. Obi, I'm saying people have not read the document. Obi, let anybody in this Ghana seek a man 30 million. Call in right now and say outside Minerals Commission, perhaps cabinet and ministry that discuss this, they have read the entire agreement or contract cover to cover from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe. On what basis are you making your analysis? Have you seen, and we are in an era of transparency. Okay? On what basis are they saying that? If you say MIF says they are paying 32 million, okay?
Yes.
For 9% or whatever. Have you seen the agreement? Have you read it? Go and read the agreement and come and sit down, and then we can make arguments. People have not read the agreement. Okay? People have not read the agreement, and some of them are think tanks or research, and then they rush and came out. I don't know whether I'm feeling say but it is wrong. I have read the commentary of Institute of Economic Affairs (NIASEP), and I was very surprised. They were saying why should we do first come first serve in the award of mineral rights, but it should be competitive bidding. Obi, Opa, zone the whole of Ghana into blocks and say, these are lithium blocks. I'm going Obiamba for bidding. Obiamba, data no way. Where are you going to get the data? You don't have data there. Who is coming to bid and pay what on it? Okay, who is coming to bid? If you don't have data, and I came and said this in this studio here, Obi 1989, and you legalized small scale mining. That's about 37 years ago, or thereabout. 1989 or thereabout. Small scale gold, okay, in Chichina. That time 5 regions: Asante, Eastern, Central, Western, and Aboga, Upper East. Bear 50 to 100,000 pen a year. And that time, every year, Biana Minerals Commission year recommendation say, Mama Sikanian from my geological survey, no more shame. So that all these areas, will pass them out for small scale. Obi, tell us to someone, and the thing has now moved from where 5 regions to 13 of the 16 regions in Ghana for small scale gold, supporting 3 million livelihoods. You think you can resolve it overnight? Okay. Fortunately, this year, okay, budget they are going to put money in it for geological investigation. So people have not read the agreement. I'm going to put it on the website of Minerals Commission. and then they can write. We'll give it to them. So, on what basis are you saying that MIF negotiated a bad deal? They have not read it. Dr. John Kwachi, Institute of BBBB Affairs, also, why are we negotiating colonial documents between me and you? I don't even know him, but I've been seeing on telly. He has not read the agreement. Dr. John Kwachi has not got the agreement. I'll make it available for him. Uncle Radio Brand debate. Now, outside Chile, who has 10% royalty? Nobody has that. So these are the physical elements. Okay?
Okay.
Next week here, I'll come and discuss value addition.
Value addition, yes.
I'll come and discuss the leasing on the stock exchange. So people like you, don't come and tell me, say, foreigners are taking our resources away.
We will buy.
So all these things, they don't
and
have...
I hear government also got a stake in the parent company. And we will discuss
you
all
have
of
not
those.
seen anything yet. We will have the whole of November. Wow, we will make it available. Then we can now do a better debate, not critiquing. I want you to discuss issues
based on
sure. Government.
Sure, that's true.
And so they have not read.
I would also need a copy
so
of
my friend at me on the number, I will send you a message. Ben Boachi.
Yes.
Africa, yes, ASEP. And I Institute of Economic Affairs. The agreement kind and they come back. Okay. Debate.
Okay.
Royalty 10%. Outside Chile. Now we reserve 360,000 tons a year. Mali, Kulamina, almost 1 million. 6% royalty. And yes, and royalty is not sensitive to profit. So let them stop that argument. Get the agreement. Don't rely on the summary, the minister. And then exactly 2 weeks in the Minister of Mine, minister signed an agreement and then he gave a summary. Work of first summary. And now they criticize it. No.
Very
Go and read it. Minka local content. Minka almighty value addition. Okay, your first power, your kaolin. It is there that first power and kaolin will never be exported. Inti nkofaya crowd omuko pesca no moye 1D wire for salt for near mom incentives. Nenye ceramics. And then say yebeto ama triford. All these things. What are they talking about? They don't even know whether there was first power there was kaolin there. They don't know the quantity. Yuma Diamomo project to look at the market size when they have not read it. So why are people rushing to make an analysis or draw conclusions on something they don't have? We are an era of transparency. Me, I'm the boss of Minerals Commission.
Yes.
The lease, I'll put it on our website. Go and read it. Come and do proper debate.
I'll make sure send me a copy from you.
I'll send it to you.
Even before next week.
I'll send it to you.
Yes.
And they should read everything from Aminatu to Zimbabwe. And then now we can do. Absolutely. And then when they are reading it too, they should not be narrow-minded. Yeah. Go and look at Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe.
Benchmark.
They did for lithium. Yes. Okay. Look at the size of Zimbabwe, the reserves. Look at Mali. Look at DRC. Go and look at South Africa. Look at Namibia. Look at Bolivia, Chile, and Australia.
Very well.
Okay?
Very well.
And you better discuss local content. You better discuss value addition. That's what we want to hear.
Mate.
Don't go and tell, Yanya royalty 10% we are celebrating. Go and read the agreement and come and do proper debate.
Mr. Martin,
look, I am convinced because you see, I can tell.
Yeah.
I mean, who analysis now? I say, this people they have not read it.
They've not read it.
They just listen to ministers or in comfort they are to YouTube. Okay.
Summary
now here or signing. Then they went to town, and they are meeting especially experts.
Okay.
Just place a call. Minerals Commission cannot get a copy of the document, and even the worst part, you cannot read the agreement or the lease in isolation. You also need to read the geological information. Some people have not even seen it. Well, and even the geological terms are in the here. So they should read it and let's do a debate on it. But
very well.
The amendment to say this is one of the best deals you can find in the world. That is it.
Would come to that when we finish the conversation. But that's and I am a copy of the lease agreement. So I prepare for next week.
Link, no. And then say, Minerals Commission link in here. Go and read it. Young fancy will be I didn't can afford the area. I didn't hear Kukuma. I didn't see Udisi, how the call parliament to be made available. Into the Bamo be among kind and your property, Muntu Munamonia Butre.
Lawyer Martin, thank you. And you're saying, and can the CEO of the Minerals Commission of Ghana?
A very good team,
See you, we're going to so Ekosiisen higher 94.7 FM. Inti Yeguso Edin Komo, said they kind of two name no. The General Secretary of the NPP has joined us in the studio, fresh from the press conference. Inti would spend the next few minutes with him. Na afe yeni ononso edi enkomo area near the discussion segment at Tuamo. So as I said earlier, discussion segment yebenya Kozi Akosuya menu ewo studio ha sounds nana oye Litha and nana ya achempem jantua would also join us in studio. Na Fietimi Eddie and Komo Inti. I'll come back to your messages, but first, my General Secretary Akwaba, GS Akwaba, Boko there.
Obinyami do now swear.
Adam, as a me who watch it.
So we do birthday now. Make I say, maybe a bit on man too can be. A course on a man to the app.
We answer down, Costas.
That's us no mind. Catch them. Or mine so my different picture.
So is there a hodeo?
Maybe I find part.
And then we a Council of Elders meeting. After that, we a press conference. And as our meeting, the Enra and okay. Now a meeting for them.
Obi Mamenda was na me fa kunya we sun cheti for nya so. Say me da ni me ya MPP ba kushiem.
Sure.
Na ye Frank to four. Now National Council of Elders me fa kunya we so abo mabaso pa era hakma usajman edano be na otwe atwam na ombeto partner nim say ompese before Saturday ni bedru no ye ni aspirants ni nyina inhia omo Council of Elders be ka ho ye ma omampeni His Excellency na dan kwakufuado nka ho
okay
omampeni dada ira George Kunkufo so nka ho bi ene ira Professor Michael Kwe Presidential Elections Committee on na pan for any national officers in Asia.
Okay.
Na yen to adwene say be ya ibe wie no na ye nyina no adwene akobenkrom na nyina na ehu adwuma esi nyina edi efa November 4 Saturday abato no obi ne kwasem ne se ayakoya mayoku ye nyina no 2 minutes April say ye be win general elections they be so press so ma be di party nanim no anya metu makau ebebem na eba na se sia ekwan be na mo be na betu abaye ba kotui nipa na na ejina meboa anya hwe ne be wi ba ko ne be di nkunim
yes
se bi miensa na se omuntimi di omundi nkunim no ekwan be ne be fa so a ye be twa omunyina be kai ho ani omachitafo nyina tena meet in fact every general secretary I can say this has been one of the most successful meetings yeah pass a party out so bia peaceful bia no was in high spirit obiani age no me course ne na mama who say MPP abusua no abusua so pa abusua so a nipa kuma ene odo meeting is share no as usual say era hakmam na to monsa friend ono my introductory remarks no we so national chairman so ekasaye after national chairman era Professor Michael Kwe so eche adwuma omne aspirants no aye na ba bia ya bedru ma aspirants na kunya emom so kasaye eche no ma almost so ha omo and adwuma elections committee aye baby omo bo maso baby omo issues no in the end no in your nyina bako kra nyi no ho afrim
all the aspirants
all the 4 aspirants nyina no krata ya ekra mi onsi atro
memorandum of understanding
okay say omo a Ira Canada Japan Ira Baumia Ira Usu Afia Koto Ira Deni Momo nyina edomusa hye krata na sese nyameboa na yeto abani wia results ebeba no say ebekwa mo say nkomo mo omujitu
omunyina
abeja atum
ndi chest na wo ho
omunyina obi je say ama wahwe.
Oh, okay. Okay. And on the part of the party,
yes,
Professor Aaron Michael Kwe assigned as chairman of the Presidential Elections Committee. Mr. Kwabena Bankwaye Boa vice chairman assigned. Mr. William Yamwa or a member secretary also assigned. Signed on this 2nd day of November 2023. In the signatures, Kennedy Japan signed first, Mahmoud Baumia signed second, also Free Akutu signed third, and Francis Adeyemi also signed last. Yes.
You see, Obi, say na make can say omunya agya to me say baby a resource no bekobiano. Ometiase. They say me then say omasa agya to me say iwia na omandum kunuma. Omo ko kontinkro.
As in omonti
omo in free party. And then on mature third point, no resignation from the party.
Okay.
And support for the winner.
Okay.
Omo na atase and enforcement mechanism e wo nyina no say itimi de mrawe eye adwuma. Obi say
MOU no yes omo sign there, but is it really binding on them?
And that question I will say Obi esebusa bi ebra ye press conference no na you Michael Kwe iya no pa yi.
Okay.
O say oba amayoku a bibie no e friend binding document. Nemom say bia wa wutwa de ama ho.
Okay.
Say echina bi no unim de ebeto. Ebi echina bi no na opese wo saba. Na ka say bia obeso be di party nanim. Na say bia na obe pre bibi ko party nim. O bia na obe nya party na me na bia ka bibi kwa de ama ho. Say a wotwa ne no. Ena be mu ehun say party ne be boa na say party ne emwa. So what I say, and see, Sebi and show bia, omo na do omo pe. Edo mon sa shekrata wiase. Say the BC bia no. MPP no, and the winner, MPP no, and the so. Na wo hwe Ira Baumia or Ira Kennedy. Adenimo. At the point na me bu sounds ye kwa abatu anase nkwa abatu.
Na omo ye den.
They say enkomo mu di ni omani age omo sire omo say we si mi wini amefa campaign manager. We susu mi wini ahoso be me campaign manager. They say it seems that there's nothing at stake.
Was it genuine? And I said no be for the cameras.
And your cameras that and your man central for the nyakwa bonting. They say omo wi omaka say wi na say the we amount for tia bontin ye mana ye hu na ba ye kwakotu the stakes are high moja behwegu na menwinia mentia se ne talk. It was totally different from what we witnessed today. And you could tell say a genuine this idea nipe oh say the we are meeting the course so obi atimi kan adwen obi atimi card ye ha no we response ye the ma because at the point obi can say you bit ma shemra no ye be wi no na obi akobumra no so kwan be na be fa so en no ma ba ko bi e course so party no said ye fa ho and the ye fa responding pa court us asma mo ke no mo ya adwen say sabi here ye share o dem idea ye de ye tie ho ase o en ya shemra say en ye say ye pese ye na mom say we ye fru ha nipa meto aba no over 204,000 obi nipa 204,000 obetimi ama ko manage omunyina obetimi a kire obi say faha men faha enye den ya amoko let's us understand say do be excesses infractions kakra de bebem na mom si etie ho asese ye amako baako ye nya botai baako na si ye ni so say empo enfunso bi kra ba anomon say na ye nyina yesterday esi etumo anything e wo elections committee for
yes
say number bit may see at the blind side of elections committee no number bit may see at the blind side of ye as a national party na mum say see a and say we see ya now dey bia ho popra ko ka ho asem abrekwa bia wontu anamon elections committee for na den enka sai entwe o madwen enkoso ene ya wo videos I'll condemn one incident I caused me about how I Kumsin and Persuasion.
A Kaswa.
Kaswa.
A Wutu Senior East.
Maybe a better ban.
Okay.
Obey the candidate, maybe picture coffin. I got a kind of tree crampus. I got Tare.
Or the Aquatare.
Maybe a better ban. And then my car, I catch a police force, or more than free. And now, dear party in Pnema side in a caution. Baby, a trouble dear, or your campaign. It means number video so says centers at 277 at your better trouble on your perceiving who be a aspirant be a picture. Oh, to me, so will be a night news or quest. I don't call our flow to Kaswa and the mamma to send is I'm there for tone. So, obeying you flow. Is this our number be say no a Koswa? Yea, national hobby, yeah, away.
But I don't know how further can somebody post Obi pictures because that can say baby or more to abano. Is it say hall no more to abana or the abo hall who na said
they be said you're to no school.
Yes.
So
yes.
And before say ye now so say better no Asempa hano for ni biambo. But said the moment ya now to say about better no Asempa. Now the for ni babo. That means undo pesoye. So
it is a school because me kaisa mokoye mo national conference e wo Koforidia. Edi executives, I think the Samuel Okumu second term. Ura Koforidia Technical University from the entrance to park this or moto abano. You could see posters of candidates everywhere.
No national executive elections.
Okay.
What I say?
Okay.
And no rules say the mine no yankamusa. And then more of like a conference.
Okay.
Conference party phone na ya be share more we be kasa we remember the speech general secretary be kasa national chairman be kasa but for purposes of this election there it is carrying a shape like a general elections. Say be December 7 ya to something kwa kotwaba and elections committee fund have been very consistent with these rules and regulations. Say ohone de yempese be hu bia t-shirt ho yempese obi abo hu bia posters
poster bia
and obi a ho ene de o my clear aka wa say so untimi hye obi ata de cry de enfam ba ho.
It is a school no moto na the entire school and also be a
poster to aban and they say entrance be to aban yempene.
Okay.
Baby e be ko to aban ne say ne awachire baby say 500 meters bi 100 meters away from the school there. It will be difficult for us to apply to okay. But baby a to venue what there and that the be plan mo be adobi
poster dia be
akwakobo ho enti eno issue ne ba me kan wa asem ene normal baby a meet na video so enka o ma peni kofo so e bada nase wantimi amba wa yenim asem kase ato nti but o join e by Zoom
okay
e ma ne kasai pa over 10 minutes to ne bo ase cheche mu kansem my pen and not for the so kasai. Okay, say for the last 16 years, on one what the party names are Papa Mo Bonimo
Asempa FM.
Anna Yakopa Darama, why not be to be a say? Or no, say ye Saturday with free war. Now ye flag bearer for the first time in 16 years, you know.
There is a new face for the party.
Face for the party. And no also so Siname Buano with me under his watch as president of Ghana. Our MPP say MPP say we near Kunyano 2024 or making history. So on the bed the first president under the Fourth Republic waiting my hand over power from the party as a man the party for from. And to also mamu who said the door akumaso no ono said na akumaso. Eti ewie meeting na etwamfoni in fact ono kwa na gina na witness abra aspirants no sign no
okay
o ma peni gina ho and aspirants no mo neto and o mo tro o mo sign na wash efrekwa enti the message etitafo a o mo di aspirants na chine se politics there so obi na obi nya asem na wa nya botre now the emotions ekodi akire
obey third person
na kokun to bi ase bi so ni fa so a enye papa oni begu ase oho na meet na ase o de kwa ho na edu ba bi na ase bufu kakra ba obi sori ko kan say ana o kase o na kase nipa kono kwa kama no ewi echi no ne nipa kono ka assembly gina esre afro ti asma mo ka che unso I third person oh edemo na enti the best will be ase e party no na yesh yera baumia yera Kennedy yera koto free yera denimo do be ni bia no obi ufi se ye ko campaign se nipa miensa no onka no
ombeka no
omene ne menante abo pro akoba bia na mu wa oti akire na sabi odi ata woni ase bia wo kontokwa kasetia party mpenimfo di dia temuka radio so no wan hwe ebedu be na wontimi ben ho bi ti ebesere obi ase omenya abotre then
but MOU we no a public documents is here
me da troba me fama
I just wanted to know, say, make me some clauses in there for the purpose of Inkomoya. The one under no resignation.
Yes.
My question would be, sir, I don't know how it is couched.
Yes.
But are you saying, sir, Nipanikra who clear evidence of bias from electoral officers, from party executives, and also we party, ye romekawa from a betikra. Untimi
Obi, yes, say when Mahatma Gandhi said me was say when a rule is unjust, it is fair to disobey. Of course, penifua, diama aspirant no more dia to mama sign. Command sign keke. Almost sign some with the tomb said ampa ye party penifua, ye be deal honey, and Raya say yes, we be deal ebedi juma. Enti na susu ditum se be ya se bi ye mo bi mfa ne nsan ko hye krata ase na ye ntintim ne nsa ne ya ye nim pefe se de ye no enye no esi ye hwese se bi prepare ye beba elections no and Obi I can tell you say adwuma presidential elections committee omaye Obi se bi ke nya omo anya se adwuma ya e bi aka ba bi aduru ka kebeden. Every say, share Professor Michael Kwe on na palm for no bedu baby na abufo basro ne sem bi omutim aspirants ne transit. And MPP IPAC na ye work electoral commission. Yes, or IPAC. Just IPAC in the inter and ye den intra. From day one, every step bia elections committee na ateki bia no. How many aspirants ne take? I'm at a point in time cry yet national party no cry some of the party officers so cry na yebu ye for say adna elections no it seems say asmans mum they dictate ama party no those things no but ye nyina say akotia say on say there be it's a unique and peculiar situation that we find ourselves in into the ye nya abotina mebu ha ye mene ne nhwe and the aspan be no ho a obi o dey perform aspan 4 no omo campaign managers no coordinator say ometima kasa say bia elections committee adwuma omoye no omaye biased.
But what if I tell you, say, and as the saying goes, say you are as good as your last performance?
Yes.
The Presidential Electoral Committee, the last Juma was to manage super delegate conference.
Yes.
The fallout from that conference, and it's a stalwart of your party left, citing instances of bias and identity based on sa outcome no say me aspirants yana may sign this document obviously me nya sa ahotoso no
yes eso nya sa ahotoso no I would disagree with anybody who will say elections here 26 August no was not successful.
The fallout is obi free party ni must
and there obi or entitled to an opinion.
Yes.
A Ubagana mra. Emrano ma okwan freedom of association. Mewa.
Sure.
Emrano show. Ubeti ma drum it me free. But so be kase ebia party no aba ekoto no August 26 no. Etinchim obi sana it was not fair no. I would disagree with the person. Obi to about 17 centers. Mewa. 16 regions no be ato and the national headquarters be ka ho 17. Yes. Me do too. Yet two on the sabi nyame. Nyame and then young funso. Nyame and be oyen, a win a pepe ye, nay perfect. Ye nipa dear, and yet then ya funso borrow. Obi me boa. nanso so what trans busa on say emfunso na aba no say the tone say ni a emfunso kese ate say ese bibia na say emfunso a esi ebepa ho acho na mum ebinsi biem say to about 17 centers ye to national headquarters obi mambusa what is say bibia si wo Debbie Greater Accra TBB Debbie even not the region TBB Central region want OTBB wo no West what here and said you are to about 17 centers now I'm finding say baako po obi mienu mpo and I know maybe a see hono e be antwa you kra can you will it be fair to associate that incident no to the rest of the 15 centers say because of say bia baby baako no maybe see ya say be nensen fata ye gitum enti in any case mambo so asem obi enti asem na say be a see on of is no ka ensia ka era chamato go bedin kudim
no based on the outcomes no
enti ke be affect results no yet to chrome mama empo Ghana elections electoral commission akoto aba the baby no era faja on a kind of power side no say after collecting the results in over 200 constituencies no there are 2 constituencies where incident happened that we are unable to declare the results. But even if we add those results to the remaining,
nothing will change.
And then Musa and say, "Baby, back on as MC, take us our results in and the my candidate backwa can only affect the results."
No.
Entire international transit results near CN. Nasa by a quarter. It was not successful.
But that was the reason the person gave.
Oh, and I respect
for getting out of the party.
And there is entitled to his opinion. And there I will not begrudge him. I mean, say me didn't want to come, but me so entitled to my opinion.
Sure.
Near Jama TF, Jama Ghana for decide.
But as a party, the disciplinary actions are more share as any investigations are more share as after August 26th, more abandoned.
There be no say no. Yera makwata mo fa no but so mkeka mo kakra because ensem no wo mo
that's the disciplinary committee.
Yes, ensem I'd be BSc here entwa ye bia no e da ma disciplinary committee for omo hwehwem na do ba bia omo say information ya to bia omo pay free for no e bia volunteer famba nto omo say baby on my handicap but whether information be boy you should still determine the matter. And now who can we say assembly in the baba yeah information no do anything so a ruling meboa and at least obi a bit ma kan wasem etimo didie say ensem na wo manim no say enimanu ya mo hwe na yi fro but for Saturday abana ekoto ne de normal yesuya free August 26th no we can only improve upon it. Oh sure. And she say yeah na wo 26 August no any summary no ye miemu pa because ye call 26 August no men kai say meet me ba so any police for any electoral commission for any aspirant ni na akohia boma ye transia ye ka ho asem but this time around no any police for na transia hia any electoral commission for transia hia omo hu adwuma ye so omo ye and the part no am make a very clear cogent directive to them. So on that day, no, any general secretary asem. On that day, no, any abanswa phobia asem. On that day, no, any regional chairman, na say concerned chairman be asem. Security issues in Yano, a police for there.
Okay.
Say okoto aba, any crowd so, it is say aba. Presidential Elections Committee, no, at the management of the elections, no, at the constituency level, no. I
just saw a statement, almost appointment of representatives of the November 4, 2023 Presidential Elections Committee. The Presidential Elections Committee of the NPP is pleased to appoint a 3-member committee to supervise the November 4th election in their respective constituencies on our behalf. 1. Chairman. chairman the chairman of the council of elders in the constituency.
Yes.
Vice chairman the chairman of the constituency patrons. And a secretary the constituency IT coordinator.
Yes.
Sanity.
This nipa men sign. Obana bibia fa election or constituency on beshe.
Okay.
And say be say obi din amba bom obi anya issue say bibi 3 aspirant for no am agent no adwene say electoral commission pay information be say police for pay information bia nipa men sign and no be delay not the constituency executives.
Okay.
It's very clear e wo ho. It be expecting say nyame boa and say amodi aba na ye di aba no e di be ye adwuma obi ewie na ye press conference at the ka ho.
Sure.
The press conference tofa na ne say meeting e course no ye ka chen central for chichiri ye see the medical kan wa ha no and afis normal ba ko mienu bi a me chichiri mo so e wo ho. Article 1311 or MPP constitution no composition of the electoral college.
Electoral college.
Flag
bearer
no. And then very clear. And also so made to ya say a brain to mobile catch up. Now baby na issue kakao a council of elders, constituency council of elders, and a council of patrons. Obi, to me, I strongly believe say a omission be a bar constitution because constitution no clearly no I mention council of elders and a
council of patrons as delegates.
But constituency election be to be
okay. But for the presidential
primaries,
okay.
But oversight to say for so be a see
okay.
Oh, but and now say elections we know the stakes are high no. Ka ordinary ki ka bit ma jatum so and hwe ye monto. But and now say young person be gina ka say no mo din ni constitution nim na ya de pe national council do mo pe nek do mo pa ko enti ne ka say da bi
the omuntu bi council of elders in the constituency
and council of patrons in the constituency
they will not be delegates
there be omuntu abane bi enu ntina in the absence of omuntu bi no is side no mo one supervise
chairman ne we supervise
elections no but in any next amendment be so
it is something you consider
and the me sponsor say yen hwe na yen for mo him eto so bi issue about suspension so ho by e ba asem and no obi ko your party constitution article 37 or say a member may be suspended from membership of the party or holding any office in the party pending an inquiry into his or her conduct by a disciplinary committee.
Okay.
There's a part in a bit much saying a bra ye nya on for disciplinary committee or a bra ye do babako disciplinary committee. A toss be part in bit much saying a bra disciplinary committee eti wasemawi no mo buafo. Normally report na ma constituency executive committee. Then and also so the ye nyina adwa ko bankrom and steering committee the anyone say remember if be presumption of innocence say the park until proven guilty
or innocent
yes and this cross na ka say what must suspend will be proud or before this my committee you know say the park no or ultimate generation ka say on to abane bi
sure
it's just fair
sure
say ye nyan kana asem wi or empo asem or disciplinary committee kra ne en kan wi ya obetime dibem
yes
the such a person no
obetime ato
abane bi na so obetime obeto abane bi
and yes sir e be affecting the natural justice
no e wo ho no
okay
but however say this my committee no asset on the person's case and a wobua so differ and now why recommend
suspension
suspension no and that ma constituency executive committee no magia tum dia any there the pakon ultimate traban
okay no ma recommend suspension the and constituency executives na executives ni nya amre ntena so enyi ntum
at that point there you find the disciplinary committee naka
okay
say ya bu asem no ewie na mo no cry say the cross be by friend conditional amnesty
okay
so bu ha asem ne ba cry no wadia tum or the chop higher then aba they no say no ye jama constituency executive committee ne say on case by case merit no omonhwe that dey so mo yifro no omo yifro and the toss be obi another contentious matter war near Omar resign to contest parliamentary seat no.
Yes. As independent.
No.
Okay.
Your party no yeshemra say baby a what mrashe bedwani wo ho no. So what person contest na so resign.
Okay. So we DC.
We DC so DC called Omutimim. So we party officer from national region constituency there. So resign.
So resign, yeah.
Obi. Why resign?
Untimin to aba. In this oba kra obi say Moses abo
untimin
resign untimin
to aba. Oni be bia officer bia resign bia no untimin to aba ne bi.
Oh.
But often constituency ni mrashe bedwani wo ho. Eno de ka ne say ubit eso recuse wo ho from the electoral process.
Okay.
But what recuse no does not mean say or forfeited
the right to vote.
The right to vote. And to say offer constituency ebia obi executive corporate position where recuse no ho from sa electoral process no pa kon obeto abani bi.
Okay.
Teno so na e pese entiase den eba ho.
Okay.
Then payment of dues. Before say na yebehia na say sometime be last week no.
Yeah.
Now ye da shemu say before so bit matter aban. So a member of good standing. Good standing just what you do up to date. And also you are very sa cross never at the front. In fact, what you do so when you do so aba ya beto no member dano oba to be. And now
there was in the DIN were registered.
Then Sunyani East and a Mampon. Mampon there a dreaded tremor and a court no affirming polling station elections.
Okay.
And you say no, they are entitled to vote.
Mampon constituency
Ashanti region Mampon. Till Ohono polling station for pet number 12
constituency for intimate
because no money. And I'm saying two polling station on that same court. To maintain my electoral area.
Okay.
And a constituency.
In the electoral area for to be constituency for to be
polling station for and a member of parliament or and a DC or
okay.
And there were 3 test institutions or
okay.
Omo
reps to be
about
from Mampon.
Sunyani East as it stands now there say bibia asesa omo to abanibi because court accepted Omar aside.
Okay.
To say bia Omar koyi case na free ho or bibi sentence be see e free ne
to Friday
ne there Sunyani East for so
and to be
and to abanibi and to be when a normal ishia any central for kind you can want some say baby a better abandon say pity say be obi amfa
enye enclosed area
enya dia de kwakoshe dem so kwakoto aba
okay
say pity and after so oh koso a untimi fa phone enko
uko boot ni makoto aba na
untimi fa phone ko and untimi ka say bia na na ya madam phone to so mensa nyina kwakoto aba na bom there obia obekọ baako je say wonkwa content crop
obi visually impaired no
and also so electoral commission for nebehwe ahwa mani pa no akwakoto aba nti na obusa ya press conference ye no
fantastic mehu we be say supposedly from MPP USA so matu ababi ama obi enya some percentage obi enya we what is that about? Election or answer no mabagana about beto and answer to saying.
Me I know let's you didn't send baby nam. But about to the about Saturday no. And they be more opinion pulls me no my or there and no more there but about to papa and the Saturday there na eba so.
To be at to naba baby or no. But they will bring representatives, right? External branch be a
Nipa 12.
Nipa 12
for every external branch.
And the back was saying
27
external branches. Ebi the Nipa 12
and never be 12. And now more also ebi bibinti omunti member proxy voters.
Okay.
And so more 563.
Nipa 563 and a proxy voters.
Yes.
Omodi omutumi
asho omrambehwe na won to aba e ma won. To obi so far there say national party no
muye bia
any presidential elections committee ni here any input the aspirants kran or moye coordinators ni nyina yaye dia kan e DD no sebi sa nipa 204,000 no
204,000.
Yenya be conduct ye ho yi.
Okay.
Or now obi mfa ne sign any ne muso bi say the beauty of the processes are. Okay. Yenya ye diaba. The mama yoko ye din say obehemra no. Obeyes yes so ye bia.
Na obi akwa
asobrache bia de ade a why no person or 2 foot regum. Eteno na obi make say na ofidie so. As said era dampare. One imranti and in the mabawa and said, yes, Rom. That day, dear MPP, your security, a bambo, Monsa. The success of these elections depends heavily on the police.
Security wise.
Say their mom. Because ana security wise, so bambo me yiwa, basabase biama. If there's any panel, obedient someone, that's a police, and share away MP. One shene say a regional chairman, one shene say a constituent chairman. Now so moi obi odi echebiano NDB. Enti do na ejromo so. You say 2 party for say. Abani akwa akoto no. Sabi by now obi endo beto abama no. Ene last means in hwani mu aba akoye. Ana me won say bia o candidate no do na na say won do no. Jenja ma obi anko tren adwen. Omo che o madwen wi a MPP nya di nkunim. Ni akabom na afene e betenase na ye message ye de ko 2024 election ene kwan ye be fa so be kasa na Ghana fo ate ase no mo hu se ampa ye ne aban a ye de mo kobo sha ase no so a enu na de yin.
Okay enti ba wanka sa obeto aba
meto pa
obeto no wen
ye beto no ye national officers nya ne diaspora for no na MP sa ministers omunye
MPs no
omunye beto no headquarters any diaspora party ni nyina ye beto no
headquarters
na regional parties no ye ni center ma regional party the regional party your constituencies are ye da mo makoto aba 60 regions nya ya kan atrom ni nyina omo ya we greater Accra so beto no quality clothing
regional party
the quality about 16 western region omo no secondary Central region, Cape Coast South, Volta region, to the whole Central, Eastern region, to New Durban South, Ashanti region, to the Menshia South, Western or Betuno Seshui also. I have for Betuno Snafu North, Sunyane, Bono for Betuno Sunyane West, Bono East for Betuno Techiman South, Uti, Ometuno Cratch East, Northern region, Betuno Tamale Central, Savannah Betuno Damango, Upper West for Betuno Wa Municipal, North East Betuno Aregu Gambaga. And upper is better Mogatanga Central.
And when the administrative decision, national party take
election, presidential elections committee for
take a
decision at the Aba. And to Obi, we can wish all of us well. Say, you call for Marco Trabani in Anu Bian, Asunbian Boko, Iria, in your cabum, and in Sha, and then I say Maname. And the idea to share.
We know a conference, speeches, money at the Adebamuana.
The Buena conference, where delegate elections,
where delegate streets
into honor, you'll be a baby, anti, ya baby a trouble in enclosed area.
Okay,
Nipakot Sansi, near Yatonium na, we are Casa Debbie. It's a general election and to do what to a baby at Oko.
Menam for some trophy be semi Musa arrangement made in the war for the press. Because almost we had some difficulties in the first election accreditations, location for press at polling centers, and who do we contact when we need clarifications on issues at the polling centers?
Any kind ye free at least a baby issue say na that of communication all sorts of accreditation
okay
until respectfully say on ho and I'm a central for Bakwaji.
Director of communication.
Director of communication. You're right,
Richard
Ahiaba. Bakwaji Ewo.
Very well. Yes, me and Nasi. We wish you well. Right. After elections, you're best in Komobio.
Na ya wish me well.
Na me compose buza question.
I love to abani.
I mean to abani business. Ma me ina me to be ma. Question ba ko pe na mpese mbisa no.
Na busa, me nwa ba.
Ye friend is saying, once most times say to aba say ye de omom to dues as in good standing.
Sure.
Criteria. Nti mpese mu ade ko nti awa waiver maybe who say be na me mo din maybe o ya e be ha adwen. I don't know say any time me answer. Then what we
the credit say now for a very long time.
Yes.
Now you introduce. Okay. Until about 2 months ago, and you start here. And I hear Genesis from last year, and never. So it will be unfair. Say,
yeah, as a criteria, be unfair.
So within this shortest time, because we'll be in chair from last year. But at
least the person's name should be in the register.
In the register.
That's it.
And the second one, areas now, boy, you know, there should be some locations to it. Maybe Ashanti region, maybe almost a Kumasi catering restaurant.
South.
The details now. For instance, Western Secondary, Jendu Park, Cape Coast, Robert Mensa.
Very well.
Yes,
that's it. Ekosiisen On Asempa FM. It already Martin and I are Jantua Enka Dada. What say me who said no ye lease abeka ensa ewaha ye hwe nim se Kozi Akosua men would also join us na fe ye the discussion segment no ahehye so after this very very short break ye ba sisi amontwen.
Some banks treat you like this, others like this, but at Axis Bank we treat you like this. Why settle for less when the best customer experience starts and ends at Axis Bank? We are always on call all week from Monday to Sunday to offer you the best financial advice and solutions. It's not just talk, it's about time you experience it too. Visit any Axis Bank branch today or call us toll free 0800 00 4400.
Axis Bank, more than banking. Semi Soriano Pa, Kel Chaco toothpaste na me de twitwi me se. E ma me confidence, the money nyina.
Se wushia ama na me sifit guso na me sre a. E me de Kel Chaco toothpaste ene twitwi me se. Obo ade ni pa e wo bidie mu no. Ene e dia Kel Chaco toothpaste. E boy sen ho ban e free mowa e boy sen mu tokro. E se a hye ene enumunka. Sure se amani Kel Chaco toothpaste so nie. Yet center for.
Me dia magical Chaco toothpaste at tubu. Me shina no pa na dwa me kodano. E ma me sinye fita. Confidence level kwaso entibi na ma. Na me sita titu ni na guso.
Enkane no ani ama me num di bidie twitwiri yense no. Asaya bebie mu o. Bidie wo Kel Chaco toothpaste mu no. E ma sinye fita. E ma na hoden ne sayi nka bia. Ma wonum ye hwam. Enu nti mo amonom coffee, wine, any tobacco e kamo seso no. Aba ma mo Kel Chaco toothpaste. Sankofa ENG
Kel, happy smile.
Enkratui FDA Ajiatum.
Prepare for an exhilarating experience at the main fair of the 2023 EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Join us at the Accra International Conference Center from Thursday, November 23rd to Sunday, November 26th, 2023. Doors will be open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day to welcome you. This year, we are diving into the theme of home ownership, exploring the nuances between affordability, comfort, and luxury. Whether you're embarking on your home ownership journey or looking for upgrades, this fair is your destination. For all things housing, encounter a comprehensive assembly of stakeholders from Ghana's housing and construction sectors. Engage the experts across the spectrum of home creation and enhancement. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and powered by the Planned City Extension Project from Cities and Habitats. Rent to own. And sponsored by Elegant Homes and General Constructions Limited, where quality meets value. Global Lighting, your solution to quality lighting. Syntex Tank, Air Strong, Air Tough. Springfield Estates, where dreams are built. Virtual Security, complete security solution. DBS, your roof experts. Virtual InfoSec Africa, security solutions by design. Saint Gobain, making the world a better plan. Clifton Homes, beautiful homes, wise investments. The Kissington Heights, Airport City, Kumasi, by HDG Homes Limited.
Amanfo, bring your bantamu.
Hey, sir.
Annie, Activa Insurance Group, Edifie, Edionunum. Hooray! Now, one customers, I check the bebre, our Activa, bring your bantam promo nim. My own show when Nedi, I check the case.
Bring your bantam,
Annual. Every ene echo December 15th no dear. When it big and kasa, ewo active abronya abantem promo numu. Koto ana renewal insurance policy. Now when the weekend vacation, smartphones, TV, any home appliances. Dial *713*313# anako Activa Insurance Office in Krapete Bia Ewo Omeimu. Na koto insurance policy nubi. Sa promotion ye Activa Insurance ne melkom na kabom ne de brewo. Na National Lottery Authority na airshare so wo Caritas Lottery platform so. Enjishay kakra ewo. Activa Group 25 years a yene wedding kitahwe. Be brain so enam kwemu eba. Activa Insurance. Our clients, our passion.
Prepare for an exhilarating experience at the main fair of the 2023 EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Join us at the Accra International Conference Center from Thursday, November 23rd to Sunday, November 26th, 2023. Doors will be open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day to welcome you. This year, we are diving into the theme of home ownership, exploring the nuances between affordability, comfort, and luxury. Whether you're embarking on your home ownership journey or looking for upgrades, this fair is your destination for all things housing. Encounter a comprehensive assembly of stakeholders from Ghana's housing and construction sectors. Engage the experts across the spectrum of home creation and enhancement. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and powered by the Planned City Extension Project from Cities and Habitats. Rent to own. And sponsored by Elegant Homes and General Constructions Limited, where quality meets value. Global Lighting, your solution to quality lighting. Syntex Tank, Air Strong, Air Tough. Springfield Estates, where dreams are built. Virtual Security, complete security solution. DBS, your roof experts. Virtual InfoSec Africa, security solutions by design. Saint Gobain, making the world a better plan. Clifton Homes, beautiful homes, wise investments. The Kensington Heights, Airport City, Kumasi, by HDG Homes Limited.
To navigate a rapidly changing business environment, accounting and finance professionals must constantly evolve their skills. AICPA and SIMA's online CGMA Finance Leadership Program provides professionals with the skills they need to succeed and accelerate their career progression. Once they complete the program, they will earn the CGMA designation, the most widely held management accounting designation in the world. Visit www.enroll.cgma.org. Call or WhatsApp 0263 011 992.
Get ready for the party of a lifetime. The Rotary Club of Accra Airport, Joy 99.7 FM, and the Gold Coast Restaurant bring you the 2023 Pop Chain Records Night. It's a special dance party to raise fans for breast cancer awareness. Come witness the battle of the old school DJs with Niayi Tego for St. Augustine's, Dorinando for St. Rose's and Holy Child, Billy for Infantscom, and Lexus Bill for Presec, as we give you a dance party like no other, whilst we raise funds for breast cancer awareness and screening to allow for early detection in our communities. The 2023 Pop Chain Records Night will take place this Saturday, 4th November 2023, at the Gold Coast Restaurant behind the police headquarters. Doors will open at 5 p.m. and the party will kickstart at 7 p.m. Tickets are 150 CDs and are available from the front desk of Joy FM and Gold Coast Restaurant. You can also get tickets electronically by dialing *714*003*1# and follow the prompts. Go grab your tickets real fast. Please note, all persons who bought tickets for the old date are advised that their tickets will be valid for the event this Saturday. To support this worthy cause and initiative, you can send donations via our mobile money platform by dialing *714*003*1# and follow the prompts. Pop Chain Records Night 2023 is here. See you there.
Middle. Now then, I
wote ho a wayɛ still for saa no ɔno kwano no jama wa bre
akos sɛnea mensa ne me nan mu twetwe me no emu ayɛ titiriti mentumi mpo nsɔre
wo ho na enwanwa ɛno a me free dwom bae na me ka kyerɛ wo sɛ mato 3p garlic mixture aba enti num bi ansa na wakoda me ho ya ne sɛ wada sɛ wanom
3p garlic mixture
ɛma mogya edu mu afusane no ɛkyɛ yie natural garlic papa bi ɛne ɛde ayɛ
aha nano na madam Kofi mpo ka kyerɛ me sɛ Piwak natural health fo bi bidro bi ɔmo de aba yɛfrɛ no 3p garlic mixture
wo kotodwe ne waposo na asɔre a wo complain no sɛ wonum 3p a ɛbɛgya ne sɛ hum ɛduro yi ɛnyɛ ma pemfo ɛma wɔma manofo anasa nkwada wonya nyamfie dumienu FDA agye adwadie nkratso yi atum
3p garlic mixture yi wobenya bi wɔ mamu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops nyinaa mu ɔkaisi wobenya bi wɔ Cough Sam and King's Walk Herbal Tema Community 5 Little George Ashamai Ekus Pharmacy Kasua Tribe of Judah Piwak ɛwɔ 024-89-288-24 and 020-100-0021
Densifue DBS Yamamonti asie se abin hyehyehye ene DBS fuatete won chense ne so aba fom kra obi a betimi atobi wonim so odoma koma bo ade no oboye nsuo ye wia ye mframa ne bibia asoronko ne no so emu hwehwemu ene DBS Industries aya waye ho chense papa bi ade abadwa so eye Colorlink Plus aya ka ho asem yi eso mpopo enwe na ache na ho odin efe so keke woyi tete aya tete so de si nchen a ye bold dance wa ye ma 20 years warranty ho gunsuo gunkra ye gyinam asiesie Enya no fafa kwa ne de ka ye ma krata eya dance die kye sampa 20-year warranty no eya adwuma anu nti konna kɔhwehwɛ DBS Colorlink Plus nkyɛnse a ye ka ho asɛm ne bi enne de ya hwehwɛ DBS Industries ɛwɔ Accra Spinters Road DBS building nim ye bɛn papaya restaurant hotline ne 0240-844444 Kumasi Tamale Takrade enso betimi afra yɛn 050-600-4242 DBS Industries Limited ɛba nkyɛnse de a ye ni tipen
Ecobank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah. Ecobank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah. Download it. You go enjoy it. In my chain. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even just tights with the Apple. Ecobank Apple. Life is easy with the Ecobank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the Ecobank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with Ecobank. King promise.
Ona winni midin ha ka bia no abadwa sa be mentwi bi da wo emetimi hu na yes seahorse for the new products abadwa so no kore seahorse radiator coolant 90 10 wo ho keta 367 and 50-50 enu ebeyi overheating afri ho de kumi kura ne say radiator coolant no apart from say a control temperature no a san wa additives a prevent rusting into tank mu and rusted da after seahorse add blue ya a control emission na me say mu so aye de neni amitwa entwa ye seahorse add the power steering fluid aba ebe solve amamo and the gear oil ya multi-grade and smooth transmission so ya manual and automatic or some hydraulic oil HD 68 and 46. Don't forget to say seahorse engine oil 15W40 20W50 40 and a ATF for a boy engine sound and driving conditions so a hodada a one from a bushel seahorse will be beer a high quality. Now our numbers so Ghana have a beer will be out there for 0244 577 559 and 0540 42 43 86. Seahorse products one the whole world and more.
Hey, awaje akwaba malaria ne twe waso.
Hey, enya grow unia fever, meti payment. Na me fe mentumi ndidi. Hey, just me ampa me fufu kura na ya asem o.
Hey, upa na fufu. Nemu me gidi se omo ye test ansa na omo malaria grow no ho.
Oh, ane me ye enase nkoma malatu. Etu malaria na se one time. Sharp.
Awaje we dey twe ni jeni so. O madam bisa wase. O se wojima bebre ma o.
Oni how kra. Ahode wo ho.
Se unya malaria, no malatu atamita lomufantrin egum. Ya wana tablet ene nsuo. Etu malaria se ewo mpanimfo ene nkwada a wanya bimu. Se honum no nansa na ho antowo a. Kohu doctor. Malatu upedudu atu akọ NS Chemist Limited. FDA agye nkratoe yatum.
Senior unsio how tie biaro. We hear Syntex tanko. Free say Syntex tank to me jine ewium sakra ye bia. Empire ne bono so ye kama say. Unim say Syntex tank ne di kan ye double layer tank Ghana. Unim so say Syntex tank Korea ene di kan ye tank emuda hokai. Emu fite. Na say si adie ubetimi a chere size, color, type biara wo pe Syntex tank be yama. Na ni nyine chino ekita 7 years warranty o. Umpewe na wo pe dien. Frakra e was 0244 335 168 Kumasi 0505 555 666. Syntex tank emu da hokai. Syntex tank e strong e tough.
Esai Ban Herbal Center. Na juma power ye ewo my Ken team. Se we be on via see your boni diani. Yes, at your phone pan aye juma sono. Eno nti tractor drivers, ni taxi drivers so omo de omo ben no. Ewo ne Echire yare sa Ban Herbal Center edema. Say you no mpem yade. Asiti yade stroke net or fibroid. Why you mre ewo mpem. Ana o mfichikomu how. Ekoma ekro ena tuwa. Fabro Ban Herbal Center. Na umfa we yade enkonsan famada. Enfonse mamo yade dimpra. Ni beje yare sa ewo Ban Herbal Center. Enkran ye wala shebi Community 16 Road. Ye be Bonsu City. Frewo 0244 988 004. Atomfo pa nyare wenyi na ebe joane. Ba.
OneXBet jackpots na landio alande na watch bia na chedio. The anyane so betwa wo bet for sports game bia so. Now bet me dinkuni. Register with onexbet.com.gh. Now use promo code jackpot Ghana. Na chow bet. OneXBet ye kunim die ho safwa. OneXBet who say kunim difo. Gambling ho atru titwa ne wa hwe ye. Nyama wa wundi fie duo. Gaming Commissioner Jinka to we atum.
Mission of the voters register 2023 is here with us now.
Enyanumai Electoral Commission be voters register natuho. Amobia behese ni di wo mu ana. 2020 voters register any 2023 provisional voters register exhibition yi e kan hwehwe a wo ye e di atoho atwen district level abatwa ebe baswe. Sa exhibition exercise ebeba so ewo polling stations ewo men afanan babia. Free Ifiada 3rd Ekosiise Branda 7th November 2023. Anopa no so 7 a.m. Kosi anwumre no 6 p.m. debia. Mesrel enye wadwe sa wodi wudin hye register no dada. For voters ID card ana registration slip ketua no polling station ho. Na kwahwe se ne di kan wudin wo phone ene ho sam bia akeka ho no register no mu ana. Ne to so mienu ma wonhwe se ho sam register no mu te se wo fie dodo a wadi wo sex so your ba na se bema se ni register no mu a kan won fa enhyem miensa hwe no wasesa fom so bia register no mu efa wudin wo ya oba na bema wo phone na enimu ena ho yi na eni wo phone na ewo voter ID card no so no enya adekro enai so woni mo bia nsesa ne din wo register no mu na ne din wo mu a ka no onyi film enum kosho polling station a woto aba no asakura mpo na abato mre no edrusu eni ensia so woni mo bia sabi wawu ana wa film ya ne din da so a share register no mu a obetimi aboa amwa yi afrim Asempa pe bio ni se isi aye GSM messaging protocol ya registered voters betimi afaso ahwe wa honsema wa register no so nyina wo won phones enya dem kra da *713*81# wo network biaso Now follow prompts no. Onia a massa exhibition exercise empower. Fa ho hwem na abato dano dra bibia akwotochen ama na ho anchiro. Kai say who vote eya wodachi.
Your vote is your future.
Abemiomo, where you Nekesia Kra, the first National Bank Accra Marathon. Yedi Finungwa Ekosiise Suma, Shisha Wompabwa, Woodibe Tumrikeya, Rain Feeder, Minida 11 November, Brabeka 42.2 kilometer marathon, you, and now 10 kilometer, Yaya Mankwada. Brabeka Agoya, Yede Chedio Tesopa, first National Bank Accra Marathon. Why ne bidding kuni, Upeso Beka Hua, near star 365 star 807 hash. Let's hear they did this one so, and our phrase 0505-525-535. Ubetimiako www.accramarathon.com. Anako First National Bank in Krabetebia. Now register First National Bank Accra Marathon Jumedi. Dansuman Fit Club and Eddie Bray. First National Bank and Asoyasini. Yabua Fosu Ye Bell Aqua. Yango Hollard Insurance Multimedia Group and a Graphic Communications. A First National Bank Accra Marathon. Branamba Kahubi.
If you should be a sunny in a shelter Africa roof zone, Eden chance here you do board down so anyone can deal. Aye papa nebo for some Ghana this year. Shelter Africa roof zone, it can chance bit say long span, tiled aluminium, and the zinc roofing sheet bit say clip lock, IBR, in a circular, I can be bit say rain gutters, pre-painted fascias, any gable trims and so on. Shelter Africa roof zone and chance aye papa, ye the zinc alum, any aluminium na it is all the board down so. Eya Fibo, Shelter Africa Roof Zone, Ewa number 129, Royal Castle Road, Kokomlemle, Fred 026-222-5744. Shelter Africa Roof Zone, the builder's choice.
Darling.
Yes.
Ye bedidina meche angel cola. Me bread do. Obi fa angel cola drink. Na ni yonku eyi angel orange. Ana angel mango. Ose me san pedi obi eyi. Aka me dem.
Chese obi ape angel soft drinks ni nyina bi.
Ai daddy, me say me penny ni na bi.
Sister, wo de mama angel peach, angel strawberry, and na angel cocktail. Actually, no mabaje angel apple lime.
What ye? Esanya fuma de. Me say angel cola any angel orange pe na menya. Afei na nka. It is also from wifey. For us just no ebesi ha. Never angel drinks ni nyina gum. Obi ankata na ni no wonyi. De won sabe so mo no anom.
Ani, na samasa. En no ano no.
De bia sa na enya no. Angel cola de Asempa bo. Angel drinks ya. I don't call soft drinks beverages limited. And why? Who to do after one 0244 83 22 86 and 050 78 78 668.
Angel drinks
taste like our day.
FDA ajeje den krato yatum.
Usika seme nkoyiana quick credit siasia say sika pe ennafo intina yabasa ye betreche wo yambosia bonhye ye ho mutumi bobosia wo yasua ye efi 1000 Ghana cedis edeko na ne wo hia na wo national ID card wo hia sa wo betu susu wo hia awowa ye ngiseke bia nto ho wo nsanso hia say wo ne yembe bue futuo bia quick credit wo ho ma o say ye dwana wo pese wudi ana wo pese wo hye ejuma foforo ase ana say ye school fees ana po ye wosumi ejuma ye phone so ye wo bi mamo na mom kai say ye mobosua e wo internet so afen so on manti akrobia batan Bank of Ghana and sa wo jumedie yimu enti tutumri kana frey yen wo 0302200390 ana 0596920833 quick credit lending made simple kai say jumedie yin hihye kakra wo.
Are you ready to turn up the heat and show the world your cooking skills? This is your chance. It's the season 3 of the ultimate cooking competition for kids. It's Big Chef! I'm excited and I know you are. This is your chance to prove to the world that your culinary creations are a recipe for success. Are you between the ages of 8 and 14 years and have the passion for cooking? Don't miss out on this sizzling opportunity. So share with us a 2-minute video of yourself cooking your favorite meal and send to our WhatsApp number 055-157-5757. You have from now till November 9, 2023. Come, let's turn those kitchen dreams into a reality. Big Chef, good meals by Kids. kids.
Big Chef Season 3 is brought to you by Frito, Fortune Rice, Indomie, Tasty Tom, Flora Tissues, Kiki Juice Drink, Makana Market.
You have 10 voice messages.
Kofi George, whoop new. My friend was minro nyina sa.
Kofi, anti akwale ye na wochi eda ye nimu yo. Me den akọ. From me why? Kofi, ayo mami bi ewo. Me fra wa eya afa. Aw, me ya baba wa no. Ye tu me fo sa me nkodom snet. Nanso mentie. Ene me dan me ma. Ewo mu se aka akira mame. Nanso wo de, wo betumi atoto wa namon yi.
Wo mpese be wi o te se Kofi George awofo. De bia agese wo frɛ esremmoa efri wo ma ho. Emfa ho ne adwuma a wo ye. Fa ho dom seed a free snet. Na wo benya old age pension, invalidity pension. Na se wo free mo nso a, snet betue sika pudu ama wo na wuja wonachiri. Eye woda tune fano personal. Fresh star 711 star 9 hash. Na shas ye tua wontobwa. Fresh snit was 0302 611 622. Snit ye DM bosha so. Kaisen chise kakra down.
SSNIT.
About 1/3 of a million people live with HIV in Ghana. Close to 10,000 of them die each year, mostly as a result of a lack of antiretroviral drugs and adherence. In fact, close to 57% of children under 14 years living with HIV do not receive antiretroviral drugs, again as a result of inadequate funds to provide them with medication.
Life expectancy for these children is grim. The big worry, close to 16,300 people are newly infected with HIV each year. With this alarming rate of HIV infections, all of us are in danger, and Ghana is headed for an epidemic explosion if nothing is done now to avert it. While the Ghana AIDS Commission is working hard to overturn the situation, the Commission urgently needs funding support from corporate Ghana and individuals to save lives. We're therefore appealing to you, corporate entities and individuals, to support the National HIV and AIDS Fund by dialing star 9898 hash on MTN and Vodafone and follow the prompts, or pay into the National HIV and AIDS Fund account number 101-863-161-3233 Bank of Ghana. Your donation will be used to prevent new infections and provide care for people living with HIV, including children affected by AIDS. For further information, please call Ghana AIDS Commission on 0302 919260 or email info@ghanaids.gov.gh. Give to save a life today. Ghana AIDS Commission, partnering to eliminate HIV and AIDS.
Anytime I feel lonely, feeling sad, only one station makes me happy. When I wake up in the morning, only this station makes my day. Yeah. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa FM
94.7 Asempa FM so ne Ekosiise On Dwumadi no asoguso a wotie no ma yenam wase ne yensan ma munyina akwa babio 45 minutes after 4 meaning your say Bonsu make us say nana ya achempem jantoa General Secretary of the CPP atnase ewo studio ha sound so ena nana oye Bamfo. Oh, it's Bampo Ado. Wow. Nana Oye Bampo Ado. Oye former minister in charge of gender, said ye Munina Munimono. And why parliamentary candidate for aspirant rather. Okay, until she attempted to lead the NDC in the Adentan constituency. Said the Bayer Anka Adenta for ehu ne mobo to Abama na nanka waba parliament. Wabe cancer e studio ha sound so and another young lady on also a push is Obitma representing Adenta for your parliament, this time on the ticket of the NPP. Kozi Akosia Menu and so Ababe cancer. Nana ya akwabe te saying,
Ayo Bini Abema
Bibia Kui.
Bede Bibia Kui. Ne Ghana sia yidi Bibi Kui say. Unyankopon na ne na mo onimu de anka ye dia ye bibi anko ye achia ne na mo no be be
ba CPP boko
o CPP de mo aye de pa boko bibi aye kama de die boaboa ye ho na ya ba beje pa wa anya science mi anyi kuro we ansi ho a
ebe ha adwen
kwa me kuro makura mfa nche
ba mo national headquarters no me fa na wo no ho aye fin
o wo no dey see a painting that I say ye koyi fufu ye besa painting nya problem kra afo painting dey say painting dey say intimi nto paint no
ne boy
dey ne paint 700 a bucket o ti wa hwe ye dan kesi ye si ho ne si paint a how good paint na ye 150 and 700 a bucket bucket kesi 700 no ji ami to be 700
yeah some
nti ye be penti they say the here ne see ye be hwe ne strategy aye ye se ne ye hye ho inside the ho ye kama nti ye hye ho ne ye strategy ni ade a che se ye boaboa ye ho na ye de aye
but anon so be share ye mbo se mu internal elections no mo beto
ye beto ye to
na mo beto ni nyina election year no
there be ye beto kranza na election year na ba onye problem kra they say ye de hye bi ato 1,000 for 1,000 aye di raise funds.
Oh, okay.
1,000 for 1,000 or more.
And I'm not stressing.
Se nipa 1,000 will be ama 1,000 Ghana cedis through Momo, through check, whatever. Minimum of 1,000. You be 1 million Ghana minimum.
Okay. Nipa ba could be ama 1,000.
Yes. Yeah. Pesi ebe ha ubi aji sika kesi. Be say 1,000 for 1,000 less or more.
Na number launching that ben and I'm papa hon to madada.
Oh ya pa hon to maka kranti e ba be big launch very soon.
Oh, okay.
Na obia wo do Ghana, obia wo do CPP, obia wo nim sese ye koye nim na yesesane ma no. Aba be so yasene. Na we ye legitimate money a ye de ba be ye adwuma.
Mo campaign.
Ye de campaign ni ma bebra ye guso a ye sese ye guso a ye nyuma bebra. Very soon ye de timetable for a flag bearer ne parliamentary elections in Yababa Tuja na Ubie.
Oh, okay. But I'm delegate. So delegate your list near set.
Oh, Bibia is set your album, you Bibia or what, baby. Near Maka Crabby ni see any time and near Deca Crabby, but I resolve Nina until you know, be a Betty.
It is your decision, as I say, a parliamentary candidate Mubenya be in each constituency, and I'm more selected constituency.
And select ye Benya Ubia strength, be a Benya be or baby, because ye near break. Ye near break passes ye to the bia ye nebi 2020 na ye selected kakra, but this time round there ye con all out because any bria basis ye timeji Ghana si ho ye ntimi Ghana si also so a ye ni omo tie chi or parliament ntino ye ni de ekeko ide ye ntimi anye Ghana si ho asembeba nti
in the top of your mind no o constituency be because a constituency we inquire there.
Oh,
say engineer we need constituency be a we inquire the CPP.
Oh, what's the region say Lembele Jomoro after the
West Lembele movie ni yacho.
Oh, ebenya this time ye near brew. Ufusi e diagro.
I don't know.
Oh, master, we dey mo hwe de ebesi. I me me kura me kwasko. Me brother kwa me bibisi am say what is here so kwasko. Na me me come at this MPP for say me dey omo mpene asko aye omo dia. Me kwasko straight.
Na asko is all no ma me susu ho ma wonko.
I don't know ma me nko. Oh, ma me dey so here UP ni one time we check time na e free party ni UP na no ye member. Say here from MPP dey onye member bi o. Ma command card nti. Wa he kwa papa kura ni ba be kasa from Asaman.
Nti Lembele mo beji seed na free ama Kofi Bua nsem.
Well ni enti menye.
Ama Kofi Bua wonim no.
That me ni mama Kofi Bua o ti say me nua na election dey emfa ho nipa wo.
Oh, you sure some beji the seat free ama Kofi Bua.
Yenti adenti ne seat dey there na.
I who dey why on the constituency.
Ene dey emfa ho. Edu ba bia na ho afono nipa. Ada kwa me nkroma wan siesie Ghana na eye kutia no. Ene dey wo ka dey na eze wo didi agro.
Mate. The last CPP victory in that constituency, Freddie Blay.
Yeah, Freddie Blay.
In the 2008 elections.
And found then people who opposition 35 years and no mubenya a. 35 years or no opposition. 20 and no cry 2001 and Obia say Jacob for winning. Election said there, every power there, Obedient Silent Chamazi, founder of MPP. So, or butterfly a single.
Or a founder of MPP. So, Momu need one founder.
One of the key founders of MPP.
Say no different from founder.
But the same key founder will be so no one nam home baby. I answer diocese or no be a flag bearer. Anti politics, the dynamics are different. Won't mean can't say anything at it. And the logic in your politics.
Mamma Munia no na kwa ba na masen aba. Na fe ya hwe November 4 abatwa e ba de tutu. Yeah. Me mean dey ya. Ano ya kwa ba etesen.
Ye ja me hu ye.
Bibi aboko.
Ai bibi aboko na wo hu ye.
Nyame adom. Adenta nso boko.
Adenta boko. Michia adenta fo nyina. NDC ewa adenta and adenta fo nyina.
Is it a seat mo be maintain?
You be maintaining.
Adenta.
Sure. You be maintaining.
We are sure.
Yes.
Definitely. Why are pessimistic about it?
Adenta constituency.
From projections, no, you be maintaining.
Oh, okay. Like internal polls are more than other. Wow, that's interesting.
Watch the space.
Wow.
So more unity.
Because some people for the new face about.
What the new face eba ampa. Na NDC bebo adwuma.
Ewa Adenta.
Aye.
Hey. Wow. Adenta constituency. Hey, okay, we'll see how that one will go.
Ebeko very, very well.
Yeah.
I assure you.
I think Enobeye springboard for a bigger NDC victory in the 2024 elections. So
great victory. Massive victory for NDC and Ghana. Second liberation from autocratic, leadership. Corrupted, visionless, new patriotic party.
Wow. Nana Oye. And the second liberation of Ghana from autocracy,
corruption,
negligence, visionlessness, incompetence. Hey. We'll see how that would pan out. But me say about how ma yatoa and common so enti Kozi Akosia Menu Bibia Ekoya, she would be on the ballot representing the NPP in the Adentan constituency. Kozi Akwa better saying Bibia
Boko yes what
yeah danyame ase Adenta Boko Adenta seat here NDC for so munya mu mamu.
Oh, e code dad.
Adenta seat ne ko.
If you mun same
Adenta.
But let me
say for more.
Akuntabesi for more. But me the kanchia Adenta constituency from constituency executives, council of elders and patrons, coordinators, polling station executives say why there are several arguments on platforms but I like the nature of the campaigns asumdwe wo ho despite all the back and forth. I know say November 4th Senate General Secretary Bekawa Hano.
Yes.
So can we say aspirants when they met you can see the say Odobi Kikimbi and say na yehuno say or radio and TV, so which means that sometimes the followers might get carried away thinking such as or that's the end of the party. But I believe say the New Patriotic Party it deepened democracy more than any other party in Ghana, and I know say after November 4th it's the birth was a rebirth of a vibrant, more determined party going into 2024.
And that And that includes Adenta constituency.
Oh, Adenta, dear. Me, you know, we have something in common. Me and Towahi.
Yes.
We went to the same school. So that's the alliance. Yes. Yes, but that's where we depart. After gay, no. And also umbrella. And I made fro a
the same
yes, in Adenta, no, we have in common. And Mecca say Oboni Homo in fact, the primaries no. Not mention na minim say wa we because a lot of signals ne me pick here but monsieur bibi so efi ono ni demo it's not easy sometimes what we go through in the campaign yeah make our radio so they did their term allegations all sorts of things we just lift our heads up high and we wear it with grace and I know say she's been through a lot but she's come out stronger and also people say be a Olusu election but we inspire a lot of young girls you don't even know but me I'm a war elephant named there I took inspiration from you and also as a old girl I mean there are quite a number of us in the politics but frontline there we are just a handful it is good to see say Mbano Eko despite the challenges and everything and meaning say come what me yes, so the any day I would wear white, and the white will also signify victory
in 2024.
And she'll call me and say, "You said it."
I'll call you and say,
"The button is on."
MPC Honorable Ramadan, you're retaining no. Now watch the white.
That will be the proper showdown, and then the very proper showdown.
Yes.
Okay, we'll see how. But then obviously, constituency of interest to many people, especially in 2024. Yes. And I don't know, say Akwa say MPB did one term, right?
Yes. That's the history of the constituency. MPB year one term now.
Wow.
So it's and it's not and it swings.
2024 will make history.
Okay, that will be the it will be the first time MPB retain this seat. Let's come back to some. Nana Yajantwa on Saturday, NPP delegates 200,004 and Ekwakotuaba Eddie party the flag bearer. For the past few weeks, Eddie Hong Komo Eddie. 2 days to that crucial election. It was saying the watete, the who would we near to phone a man for din como, new to saying.
Obi, Mammy Fanchi, Mammy Fanchi, with you. Mammy Fanchi, Mammy CPP from Pennyfonia, and Mammy Fanchi, Mammy sisters, our more.
Yes.
But then Busa Asempa once as a preamble. To see His Excellency Baumia, as a friend, on area flag bearer.
Vice President, sitting Vice President.
Okay. In this say, I am fans who dear ban, no bay MPP flag bearer.
Yes.
This is Adenta for bus supporter. They say Obama Kosisika, no Obama Contesica. Man Obe supporting.
No question, really.
Maybe Sava Keke as a me pese me. Now on a contact. Any kusi when Obama support and I'm pese me.
Okay.
The
Obama spokesperson is not
no mammy. Now say I didn't me who saying. Mimi who is His Excellency Baumia no a crew be so say upper east or baby was say Omontuaba money because you're not now.
Okay, baby, sir.
I was see as I say this is the first time MPP for Baba Tuama not now.
Okay.
Now they be a who MPP as a shanty party, a camp party. I was like, in the end to Obama because you say we obey not now, but a dear bear pan I'll be any differently. Because Oba ye work can send me brave and some abbe will be crown put a term sheet. So many questions so on answer. So kaya
170 questions.
170 questions back or examine and continue bed in pa 170 questions so the many pa back. Oba I will say Oba be my your friend is saying the immediate me the crowd will say ye ba limited taxation, more production. More exports. Let's just say imports then ebeko for more. Or the import substitution measures a better aquam you are or bear arrest seated in some the dead bebre to say ubi our ye playboy. Political playboy join a num train. Nini na masu. Na adia ba kwaya ne meko kase si ebeka se me can't sama men DC. But on say yina ye can't amanyosem. If it's so start here, the enrichers and ram, me who know what most sister stations so. And I want to pen obey me a bit, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Into what Casanamsi and a papa only refused the other political parties. I don't know what fixating the eyes on Nipa back.
That's all. Or a realist. Or a realist, knowing which other political party likely to meet me for more. Maybe the CPP is not passed.
You don't know who he. How can he decide who will be party? How do you decide? Who them patch me? But on one can party now. Woman, a mwatiti.
MPP no.
Patch all wanted to say. The biggest opponent is Alan Chiramatin. Obi. Ufuza Alan now walk on winning Crawford party no more penwana. He bizarre. Or one Crawford party no more penno. And eba abato on the larger scale, and yet delegates or yen to constituency and to polling station. What I say, yet 2 hour outside that anchor party who to be cocoa boot no not to Abama Alan a better one. Alan one and crow for party no more penalty or so opposition be it's a sort of trend party no to me united party because they say no second so swan when you won't free more. This is almost all my draw party so moon.
Sign MOU.
MOU they see it me sign. A legal document and ye binding to Tinamumpo one co. Let the obey or no so elusive vote or who because Ken and Crawford no so be very angry. They will not be happy. In terms of the Oma be fine. This is a elusive 2/3. None of the Anaka 1/3 there or no one there. Because delegates about tour, it's not the same as what to about on the whole. Delegates about tour. And this is the what to about. That is the point. It is so no shit inside. And some of our can't CPP for any NDC for any PNC for us. It's so sure no one casa. They all by being inherited. As I say, who nipa crow ye no opponent, the opponent ni Alan. Because on any baby pre-vote, now for Alan into a Juma baby bar, you can vote no or change free. Maybe out. The majority of the votes will be back from MPP because in Crawford MPP no more money happy. The last time me and never paid jail or Jikukrudu, never send me tears here assembly wedges or Bika Kukrudua, and answer Woka freedom will be back and be wedged. And so Sumanti will be our non quan and then no Hokasa.
Sir?
Because I'm a present me tinty at your movie. Meaning say maybe TV in the mute sound ne dia. But o kan assist or no kwan ho na ekasa. Sometimes you call name Crawford to one or kasa body language as if see a happy woman into line and I am on my baby. Ahoki can be any ho. Or sa obi an someone will be ansenchi and the politics mudi and ka o sa near sechi.
Eh when na working.
Make His Excellency Baumia.
Or sa obi ansenchi.
Mimi who be a session or
campaign.
What ja platforms or kasa woko campaign Crawford to mu di as if say or mo ye. Into a person chair say nim Crawford to Malana and the biggest opponent near Langemat into one fan check. And this will show be there because Obi no all other parties muno. Obi a toa man in nipa o. Homa me toa ba man. Na wo wo de ne mu acheche. Nti mu acheche no, e se ho na wo hwe se wo wi a. Strategy a wo de be unite wo front no, e necessary o man here. Because Ghana for there a wo mo nyi ne party mo ne de. Wo mo no ma ye o ma dwen se wan ka no kra nkyere yin. Yes wo ye good leader. Leader who can be a won nyi ntuma won timi nyi na pi. Also pay levy so to me a pass levy.
And call it my day.
I don't know to be a vice president of a country. Member of chairman of economic management. It won't mean she then a money media so. It is only courage. Won't mean she. Don't mean she so no. Because I dear fire in I am why soon ye. Say a buy person to your bottom. Because he can't die a wallet to soon or person what GCK kuta and ye tear tax that. Zika ye tua ho tax also person wo san be G tax also because you sika da wallet so we tua tax so say your salary ya ti income tax also dada ya ti wo taxes nyina na ya san ba be ti tax bi wantimi anye hwe ti wo si wontin ko wonye den.
The buck doesn't stop with him as vice president.
So one person mo chair say His Excellency na nado and the data killer tax ne buy ne ba umi anka ho. The buck stops with the two of them we an item.
Okay.
Ultimately, the vice and the president, they are an item. There are instances that the whole of cabinet is against a decision. The vice and the president are for the decision. Who vice president don't mean two whom fear? It is a man and wife. Won't mean two whom through or president whom. And nothing as a we a vice president, you need to have strategies. I bet me no president heading come no be and with them. So we need our ability now. Nature so there's a problem. Because a vice president is supposed to be close to the president. The time and they all power 1979, Digab Johnson, Neil man, they were very close. What mean rem? Me met me a can because na me papa no more. You cannot enter. Me to me koko be there, but met me a camea me there. What did they mention? It is Kwame Nkrumah and Crawford. Won't mean rem. So did they mention to your vice excellence is also a foul. Or foul say. Economic priorities until no believe in or the fancy then no be at me. And doing another no so what can some say tasum you be why. Into the bentin I won't crowd there was the piano Nanka be who dancing. Won't mean ya who shows over be dear so. Now send be ban a better dear betting what me I can be a man. Went to me and calm wying. Already near me modding. And not a witty and rich, she said, government statistician. For see 11, no, the levels now yen, the project yen. It's a buying young baby. But His Excellency, who will see a 11 year here for a year momo. Into me and yet your honey a pass it. Who sees a year friend is saying, a CD, would the handcuff at Tonens that would the my GP own yanni at that time, I think say a 4.6. And then it drew 12, it drew 15 krana, ye who dear. In some baby or hawk, huh? Meaning your name fans, or then why you leader. Besides, unity only the party is very key. Why in a near free one or didn't initial baby no walkasa? It may mean they own to me winnie and obey winnie. When did you own winnie saying? Well, I want when you crown panky obey you or winning eddy. And so to me because on no normal do many sinners so obey winnie. Obey winnie general election, I'm almost only bit me a winning. Okay. But you see, the point is that Obi and on a chess MPP for my Lucy touch. Of course. Oma Lucy touch. Because Omunko Krum. Omobedia de Omeja Krumoko. Omeja Makolako. Omeja Quasia Jasoko. And Oko Dana Koso. A honor bettinsem. Obi mimits natural tromo. Mitnama Hona and some beer. Ufa Uber, sometimes me the catch on my Uber. Now the driver and a bomb. I want now betting some information. Oh, no, but because every day Uber nipa no fe nipa in and out on your mudinko. Pen and then penage, and I'm catching Dr. Baumia. Oh, please, I beg you. MPP for one quiet, it said the own quan or your own quan or your own offer. Apart from one who be and Cazo, your own offer. And we be no more, you know. One kwana who you know who you offer. And no be MPP for you know. Almost kwana needs about me and a bit me. Yamau 8 years went to me and says, should decline a womb. Ya Bobusi almost 1 trillion. There's no innovative ways for us to generate income. Why your Bank of Ghana governor went to me and my deputy governor. The deputy, there's a son, deputy assistant headmaster. No, there be a deputy. No, or catch you want me, Yashi, or no, yea. Okay, those days now, no campaign for His Excellency Nanadon. Okay. And war economic theories in economic foreign name. At that time, no, your vice president.
No, a running mate.
No, okay, running mate, gearing towards vice.
Sure.
1 year, Juma. So ye Juma. I didn't let your buy or see a man pine. Me, I can never understand. Say a vice president can say finance minister Manin Juma. The finance minister and the vice one a post.
A vice president in cancer.
As an Crawford. One must see a Canoforia time and in Yajuma say media may TSM allegation. This also make allegation.
But we can't allow
allegation they won't mean repeat.
I am saying Obiasi Yamana Yajuma.
Obi wine
officially in free in the home my. I think let's be fair.
And didn't went to me and okay.
On council
okay. Into what team oh my dear, please I beg you. If you buy a ball of kinky for 5 cedis, which was 1 cedi. If you buy fish and no, I'm a cocoa kinky and fish. Ewo your friend is saying American embassy.
Opposite
cantonments. Opposite American embassy cantonments. Let me chum.
Yes.
Opposite American row.
I said kinky another level.
Kinky American embassy. Hey,
American embassy opposite.
Who's yeah? Maybe you must check passport pictures.
Yes.
No, me mean to be.
But so why you?
No.
That opposite comfort to you, and I suspect say be one.
Workers are almost see a dime or hotel. One by Jivis and you'll be an whisker. Obi Baba Jivis and Nujeso whisker. Almost 12 years, yet to turn bro, yet to Bankuni and Kruma.
And I have it all the week, all the Bankuni Kruma.
I'm Pankofotom, and I mean, will be yet to meat pie. Yet on a cook. Yet on your
point is not doctor boy.
My dear, I'm saying is doctor boy, even watch it, then me can be Bianca me yesu. Me to watch me besides any list or 7 CDs. What's in the list or tin no? Nampacho or till a 7 CDs good container and munam sifaka cracker Hawaii.
Oh,
yes,
CPP General Secretary.
And I said the General Secretary, some who chile me. Me watch me to say any common person. CPP General Secretary, me watch me.
Anyways, Mate.
And I'm Miss Wonfaka Cranka, who my data say me talk watch it 10 cities, watch a near 23 cities. Now, wasn't in near Marco, ye me economics, no, me yen will book more, me yen the woman both
practical economics.
I'm telling you. So, how can you say near my okay? Unless a woman topic to obi, so we to fuel. Now, what they call round, now what the year Juma, you really feel it.
Maminti na no ye mesan so ba why na me ba one ka Kenya Japan as meaning so on the way ruling out na me ba
there be so one ka say me kan asem
okay me ba me waka no maminti November 4th 2 days from today eto san me pacho
same old enkosi bibia MPP political party na yehu say e wo ho no ayemre MPP aye mre soft
are you
weak aye weak
Asempa
MPP atete aye divided front problems issues challenges intokwa corruption scandals sesi akrapo no omo penninfo Ata Kennedy and several other impending-for omo kasa adiana mia sa corruption no katasishe no ene proye no any scandals no amia sa se omo kasa impending-for founders no MPP founders no omo kasa omo su say yen party no asay party no assay. Yet some of political scientists need become a political scientists. Assessment say candidates ni crap why ya present omunyina ye weak. Omunyina aso ba we mia ye benya time amano ene. Weak failure. Ne scorecard fail. We fail ye bema examples of his failure as head of economic management team. Yes. What's it ho? And Bank of Ghana call bankrupt. 60.8 billion. Fail. The scorecard fail. What's it ho? And Moko 2 Amona Cathedral scandal cathedral and also so ahine koye. Let's look at that. 339 million score as head of economic management team fail. Yaba boboni nyina. Akoto honorable Akoto there no koye or agric.
Oh, agric minister.
She to the extent say ne testamenta odebe kasane say wokotu bode and ordinary stage so ewo assembly halls across the length and breadth of Ghana and also so nobody and also Dakar mu and ewo assistant nipa assistant and ordinary nam and no and the testimony say as minister of agri no obeye bibi inti weak candidate Diana Obeye dem the message coming tea
akoto free
maintain the message ade me hu say osa adowa wo hwe social media so ana osesa adowa eno na me hu ye. If you ask me say what is his message no maintain the message
revolution or the bag Greek mun na won
oh there be adai ni mo dey maintaining ka me hu po say or ye campaign oni ho campaigning. What is his message?
No, but he says he would win the election actually.
Me just say ono dey minti say o kasapo min kinkan bibia me hu ne video nothing. Canada Japan the same.
You've not heard his message?
I have heard his message, yes. But omunyina weak candidates. Inti they're just going to go through the motions on Saturday. Ghanaians yen expect bibia ye were low expectation
of the
ye were low not at time NDC yeah presidential. Look at the excitement. How many people are even discussing November 4th? It's not even and yes subject matter. Yeah tiabre. Inti omobeko through motions a week for now assessment to say MPP a week MPP a divided or more divided front in Sembebre Bosha now mo bo Ghana for say ye be say no omuntumi in ye bibia omachi Ghana abba form wo fa roads no so a potholes wo call hospital a edro ni ho bibia ye basa economy nyoma boa ye den enti omunko say sika we are sure ye ni hope bia say anything will come because candidates ni nyina there
enye papa and no matter who they vote for no 2024 is a done deal for the NDC. And Mahama will trump any of these candidates on any day.
Ye weak. Do the assessment. Open your phone lines. Microphone can.
You don't think Dr. Baumia changes the dynamics?
How? He is the worst the worst vice president that Ghana has ever had.
Really?
Yes, he is. If you like, I'll go through the scorecard. I've told you that I'll go through his scorecard. I've talked about the Bank of Ghana scan. Onukano, your deputy governor of Bank of Ghana. You would have thought to say our institutional memory, just say our experience, or your Juma or African Development Bank and others. But share there is see what Bank of Ghana. So Bank of Ghana na omunya profit no. Sesia no omu enya loss. Sesia Ghana yen debt yen sika eka ye deno edoso no. As leader of head of economic management team for Ghana no. I would say 170 questions and I'm lucky and no janenum or your campaign talk is cheap for Bawimia or say me lucky economy me lucky what Sidino and Kosibibia 60.8 billion loss bankruptcy Bank of Ghana as vice president you were the former Bank of Ghana deputy governor and no member no fail.
But being an independent state institution, what could the vice president have done?
But he is part of the economic management team. And it comes under he's chairman. And Bank of Ghana comes under the finance and economy sector. Ghana. Into say what we are chair of economic team now. How can you say monetary constitution no more? He can't say anything. Say we just say economy is deteriorated. We'll see e-levy. First we'll say I don't support. Say I will see you support. E-levy no, it didn't yield anything. Fuel 13.9, inflation 13.9% in January, about 37.2 in September. Fuel 88.6 is being increased 126.6%, over 100% increase since January.
In fuel prices.
Yes, electricity bills 27.2% and then 21.6% rise. World Bank say the whole of Africa yen ewo Ghana ena yedwane ne boye ding. Adriane boye ding the whole of Africa inti Bawemia. What can you say? Candidates are MPP projected Bawemia. Who ye vice president? Who draw no ye campaign? Why ye vice president for how many years?
7 years.
7 years. Say Africa nyina Ghana ena Adriane boye ding. Ena Bloomberg finance when almost say Ghana yen cedi is the worst performing currency globally. We are seeing na cedi and our bond. It is a we are seeing na 200 cedi 200 over 200 last yet a classroom. So we are seeing na countries not a classroom and I exam. Na Bawemia ono no ye prefect ono no chro paper no because ono no ye chairman of economic management team no into ono no chro exam paper no economist teacher no ono no ye student ono no re ya re cedi no because ono eno can say ono no can say cedi no waloke
ediki na ma
IGP
yes
wo be ye vice president in charge of economy no. One must see the new West, just a Sydney West performing currency, the whole world. One breaking failure record. One breaking failure record. What's your international credit rating? No, I'm on agencies. Nina, one must see ya oma downgrading into junk status. Junk. Wow, be locking no. A peja city no. Say and city no aye baller. Junk no. Aye baller. Bawemia ama city no aye baller. Aye cracker. Aye to mean fan ye bibia. Into your call euro bond no crap no 2.3 billion no. Yen to me. Yen share dollar. NDC time no. Not dollar no. Rates no 3.9.
3.6.
Now we hear that Bawemia we hear that sign and high way. Bawemia will buy no 2017 na call 4.4. 2023 as a 2nd November it is 11.9. Fail. This is the candidate MPP Edeko 4th of November as presidential candidate. Inflation 2016 17.45, 2017 12.37, 2023 as of July 2023 43.1. Look at the data. Is it not fail? Has it not increased? This is Obia the whole life our UK, our finance and banking and economy, our African Development Bank, the whole life professional finance and economy and our way. Into bedroom say obey vice president. Ghana be peja ye benya sika. But rather no, ya kofom. So that tells you his pedigree, his competency. That speaks a lot. Fuel prices 2016 3.59 for fuel petrol, 2017 4.8, 2023 12.35 under Bawemia. What is he talking about? And he lawyer chair of managing Ghana's economy. Not gallon.
12.35
Yes. Yes. Yeshe Cathedral.
Moshe speaking notes.
Yeshe Cathedral.
National Cathedral, you mean?
National Cathedral.
Okay.
Why you Christian? That's fine. We are Christians, so we embrace you. Shasania
55.75 for a gallon.
55.75
for a gallon.
For a gallon.
Okay.
Who to amna MPP under Bawemia onwe to amra etu in one of the most expensive places in Accra. Amrano $58 million, 142,000 cedis. Meanwhile, no, what's the Obama Juma? Bawemia say Obama Juma. Yensha 2021 population census 1.6 million Ghanaians and ni Ejuma with Bawemia as vice president. 1.6 million and ni Ejuma. This is your presidential aspirant? Is this the MPP presidential aspirant? Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. Ghanaians deserve better. Be why in your field. On one field, though, send a lawyer, no. Yes. On one field, the finance and economy. We're failing in inflation, no, fail. Dollar, fail. Fuel, fail. Bank of Ghana, fail. Employment, fail. High unemployment. See the nankasana or so be someone locking no and look around went to me and yet. And look there why we fail. Until 4th of November, we have presidential aspirants. A Jumana or say Ghana for bosse or
we're failing. And you made a point say Ghanaians deserve better. That better no is John Mahama, I suppose. John Dramani Mahama.
Sure, banker.
Okay. Mamena say, no, you may sound so about hobby. We could see saints in the higher Asempa FM. It is all female panel, so the Munim say every other Thursday. Nana ya Achempim Jantua Ewaha or a general secretary at the CPP. Sounds so Nana Oye Bampo Ado. Or a former minister of state in charge of gender, Mubi Brena in Nimno, through the advocacy and then Yoma Bibroye, Ewayeme. Sounds so and I will call Adenta constituency, MPP4, Enche Ombetwaba one parliamentary candidate. Na Udu constituency Nipa Bibrina Ebo Kozi, Akosia Menu Edin, or non so representing the NPP, or a deputy CEO. Osei. Menka say me say we do conference anymore. Say unim kakra enye bebe.
Say oti adenta.
Enye bebe.
Oti adenta. Or your resident.
Kozi enti my yentio moto about this Saturday. Meaning say onye delegate, right?
We are delegates. I'm actually a polling station chairperson.
Oh, you are.
So I'll be voting on Saturday.
Oh, okay. For polling station man no.
NTHC.
NTHC.
Ewa Denta. AMB, yes. Ewa Denta.
And now you're polling station chairperson.
Yes, please.
Okay. Hey. It would not elections me tomorrow.
Pacho Menjina elections.
Okay.
We had there's a concession that was made.
Okay. For polling station executives. Wow.
Yes.
Do be trouble Saturday.
Pacho.
Hey. It was about what decide you be out to amano.
Oh, minimum damage to I'm some person with me cross. Oh, there's you do not decide for me, but let me say this clearly. Omo to amona 7 tomu, omo no beto.
Omo na beto mo.
Obi, mona amona beto no mona mo beto. Obi, you asked a simple question. Ewa ha. Nana ya use minutes to talk about one person. Was obizan is in the party flag bearer karaches and Tom. I know people have more time on their hands to get it all done so that that person party Nipano Krabe basic form Astati Juma on ye no you but Auntie Nana dear fat MPP who biano we decided say enona topic I canon. It's important. It's important.
MPP.
Me case be so. Say at any point in time,
yes,
ka MPP asem when it comes to the flag bearer racer, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and ya in a whipping boy, say be beer, became gunuso, just to paint him bad, just to make him look like the worst thing ever, and to taint his record as a vice president. Now, Nanaya can be say, when it comes to MPP, if they are championing for Baumia, it means they are out of touch. You can't rank and file of the party. You can't polling station executives. You can't rank and file Obi, lawyers' room, doctors' room, market women' room, shoemakers' room. Just say every category of persons you can imagine. You find them as a delegate. Into say out of touch. Now, obi hoto embassy doc no dey. If that is not as out of touch as anything of all the places, American embassy now koto doc no now they soup bomb. No, it's not fair. Let me. I didn't interrupt, please. Auntie, when I'm done, then you can come in. Embassy doc, but MPP is out of touch. Embassy doc no me sure say $1 equivalent now koto. But it's okay. Now, it's important to note that politics, science, political science is data, is information. You gather it, you assess it, quarterly, weekly, whatever it is. Unim say information, I'll be taking decisions. It's obvious that everybody knows where the needle is pointing. Inti say young Kashwe Kwana, the obsession and I say ye tu ye nie sinipa ba ko so ache say no bizam zena onwa maka no promo campaign and bibina. Nobody's even talking about it. That's what my other auntie here said. Meanwhile, we're in the studio discussing it, so it means that it's important. Oye no fiwa references to people like Arthur Kennedy and Yahu Tamaklo. You can't call them MPP persons. Menkai the last time when they said anything positive about MPP. They are not the reference points for the party. And it's important that if we have to reference people, it's people in good standing who have the party's interests at heart. You don't reference people who have decided all out, say, Bibia, Ombekebia, Mbwa party, Nombeka. Now, let's come back to Saturday. Saturday, polls have said it. The data is pointing to one person. And the agitation and the fear. And you see, we am sure not yesterday. Yes, we am sure not yesterday. Worry. What is that? For me, we am sure not yesterday. Worry. The fear that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is going to lead the MPP party is palpable. Why? Because he's going to change the dynamics of politics in the country. Before that, Ekwarampono, as running mate, or yet Nana Dodanko Kufuor running mate. Share eka electoral experience, having canvassed back and forth across the country, the wealth of experience, every nook and cranny okoho. In fact, most of the time, in campaigns, he literally takes the upper part of the country and focuses there. And we saw the outcome of it. 15 constituencies are not first cry any. So if for nothing at all, if that was a litmus tester, I say on that score alone. Now, I would broadly put it into basically his experience as vice president, has having me running mates, being vice president now. Being vice president in the history of Ghana, Waye Jumati Sono, hands on, knows what is happening. When he articulates or Bano Bekasa or what the government has achieved, it's like a bird's eye view of everything, where because there's an overarching strategy, and he breaks it down for everybody to understand where we are. The most difficult thing, which has hit the government way, and I said it here in your studio a couple of weeks ago, said there were no twin forces of COVID-19 pandemic. Yare sebi say bia virus no da hana what side step it and I say virus no jan we cheat na wadoji. No, in the worst of its kind, we saw the whole world grind to a halt, and we saw economies try and some recover. Before that, yefa Bloomberg me anti na no ye reference ya. Bloomberg literally referenced us as a miracle economy, that Ghana was well poised to do great things. 2019 article, no. And let me correct Auntie Nanoye when he says CD was worst performing of all time. No, that wasn't the first time that asset or the price never mine. 2014, the CD was the worst performing currency. Who was the president then? The president that or no the pandemic no when you. Ebola. Remember, Ebola. To explain your incompetency. You are now awarding an epidemic. Now let's deepen the education. Yeka pandemic. Pandemic no enye crow and regional. We are talking
the whole
about
world,
the
a
whole
global
world,
thing.
global. Into kase any yenya epidemic yenya Ebola or the Ebola no ebe your example.
It was not a pandemic.
We didn't even have Ebola deaths in the country. Although we had cholera deaths, 200. OTM fail no. And the biggest failure is a cholera. One so and nipa 200 we. Therefore, what business does he have want to lead Ghana again? His personality, Dr. Baumia. Look at the uproar. Make us say uproar. Look at the things that have been thrown into the space, especially against him. Nema, other people would get up and defend in the worst way possible because I say their backs are against the wall. But it's a measure of who he is. Say when the tide is high, you know, when the waters are rough, the biggest test for you is your emotional intelligence. Say you know what to say, when to say it, and you know exactly what to say so that your people will realize say you are the one who can take us where we want to go to. I've never heard him speak out of 10 in a derogatory way to anybody before. I would liken it to Nana Dankwe Kufuor as well. I've never president said what to say we did you be a term and I say like a direct insult. Never. Back to the message. Vip's message, Dr. Baumia's message has been clear from the very beginning. Now, no, he is presumptive flag bearer. Make up presumptive. Yaton is swaba. John Mahama.
Is that so your main flag
bearer? Message for 2024.
Manifesto out.
There be, but manifesto cramba out. You would have an inkling of what he wants to do. In the toughest times this country has faced, and I believe that the toughest times this country has ever faced has been the last 3 years, especially from COVID-19. Any war now, other countries have had a direct hit or impact from. What would happen on November 4th? No, and yes, sir, people are not aware of the times you are in, but it's a further belief that the best person to take us out of it, to help us recover, say party no bejina baby pa na party na keka ne ho. Dr. FM. He's the only candidate Sebi Oko all the constituencies of campaign here. He had a clear plan for polling station executives. Obi Owa polling station executive. Waye Juma. There are people I've met even in Adenta. But also 12 years ni or degree or masters.
Okay.
Onye Juma say Juma ba. I don't know where to just say Onibi. Ebi oha ma bom we Juma, and I'm still working on that because after all, party about power. Moi muye Juma polling station, so one ye see ye pijamu. And it's not say the party can't dole out cash and not say they be aje not no. It's to find opportunities for people to what? To better position themselves. And the only person all the aspirants were articulating the vision for that to empower our base vice president. Minti say message only messenger. I'll tell you that especially when it came to my constituency, after he delivered the message, it was the one thing that those who had almost given up say, hey, and party no you know how it is. They saw that indeed what he said is possible to do just because of how he broke it down.
Now say be other candidates nearby one na meeting.
Set manko amiti
Ken
manko but utie the omoka in comparison say
the plan
adai ni mwamba
awama denta okay
adai ni moye na no ye candidate but Pacho Ghana for no matter how we shout and pound the tables and everything on say eto de bia ye comparisons na. I laughed at all the statistics she was given because she ever called John Mahama G
bring it on
or G touch no if he is a President Mills where inflation pool it just started nose diving. Just say everything that was supposed to improve turn around. But Ehono Yabeba later. But the point is on Saturday and what we want out of it. Clearly, all indications point to one person. how he's carried himself throughout the entire campaign. People are now talking about it. Obi o wa say na me decide you, but mati bibi na nyemede. I said na propaganda, but propaganda no man ma menyanji ho, and it's making me question everything that has been said. Nti papa na de ne hojo obre ne ho ase. You know how people start, especially in the last days, people that I say you think say Obi, isn't it obvious say econo, but there are people who still haven't connected with what is being sold. Till last days we make a connections. Intro way muche and intro no no shit. Because sometimes you listen to some of the things and you're asking say now why pa na or they same way I'm sure yesterday you had an interview on and I don't even want to raise it because it's so distasteful, but these are the things and these are the last minute things that are desperate attempts say can't papa no so in who say no, enough is enough, it's not to say that we have bad products or we have bad material in the party, not at all the people that are standing no some party. In fact, Adaini must say most people, especially Gen Z for millennials, they don't even remember say he came third during a the last. They don't just say it's like he's a new person altogether to them, which tells us that some people are literally perennial aspirants. Obe rani na say ankwa yama na wakoda no wa train cycle no baby man no no pigeon. We have a fine opportunity to make a statement on Saturday. And that statement is to show that out of all the people that have stood on the ticket, say Kwama, say 2 franc ever party no, all of them having worked for the party over time in various capacities. No, the one person who they feel, the majority feel say the battle scars obvious. Battle scars. Me, I've never seen. In fact, Nana Dodankwe Akufo-Addo Fihua, the most vilified would be your friend saying the vice president to me, because there are times just by his delivery of a message and its impact and how it resonates with people. No, send and call for. Especially a umbrella gang, Miami, a anti a party, they won't be judged. It's a message, they are attacking the messenger, but they are not speaking to the message. And people have seen his sweat, people have seen his dedication, and most importantly, his vision. So Munim said, "Dear Ejuma Pan and Ado Dankwe Akufo-Addo start on Obe Pager." Atwaso.
Mami nase kozi message so ba ohobi Ekosiisen On Asempa FM. Let me read some few messages na fe yentwa dwumedie no esowe free Mago. Former MC Ewo Suhum. Osei Obi, good evening. Special greetings to all the ladies. Obi, the way Akosua supports Dr. Bawumia, there is no way she can even vote against Bawumia's brother-in-law. So the NDC is winning 2024 with the Adenta constituency as well.
But she's also in Adenta.
Mago?
Yes, she is. Yes. We're in the same estate. Yes, Mago.
Okay. That's nice.
There are lots of over 30 MPs live in Adenta.
Oh, 30?
Yes, since I showed interest. No. It's very interesting.
Wow. Yeah, that's it. Where's Obi? Enablers of JM who face difficulties addressing even basic issues like cholera are now attacking Dr. Bawumia. It's truly disheartening. Mr. Mohammed's performance as president was subpar, and he still lacks the essential qualities needed to drive positive change in our nation. Samuel, Brian, Boabing, Edie, and on a Big Boss Canton. And Big Boss Canton says, Obi, the World Bank has described the Naira of Nigeria and the Kwanza of Angola as the worst performing currencies in Africa so far in 2023. The organization said both currencies have depreciated by nearly 40%. as of October 5th, 2023. And the list includes the following: 1, Nigeria, 40%, Angola, 40%, South Sudan, number 3, 33%, Burundi, number 4, 27%, DR Congo, number 5, 18%, number 6 is Kenya, 16%, Ghana is number 7 with 12%, Zambia, number 8 with 12%, and Rwanda is number 9 with 11%. Big Boss Canton. Yeah, that's it, Papa. This one says, Obi, good evening. Why doesn't Nana Iya spend her time and effort to bring up her CPP to at least get members of parliament? Edwin Watakrade. And he again says, Nana Iya, you seem to remember a lot of history. What was the CD to dollar rate in 2009 when President Kufuor handed over to the late President Mills? You remember only the rate when President JDM left office. Was the exchange rate same as January 2009? I pause for an answer. Edwin Owo Takrade. Ekojan, Director of Student Affairs for TAIN, which is the NDC's student group. What's it, Obi? Kindly tell her, that's Nanaya, that she's a strong force in the political space now. She should consider joining an equally strong political party to make her even more relevant. The NDC can be an option. In the Ekojan, the invitation we are Nanaya Jantua. Nana minim sa obeje edi atomodia. But we'll come back to that. We say Obi. Nanaya is a smart lady, pa. She knows CPP will never win any election in Ghana. So all what she's doing is to help the NDC to win so that she can, she can get an appointment by another way. David Nkrumah any way, but David, yeah, that's it. Ma Yenshawesa Obi, if you cannot buy paint to paint your offices, how can you pay your polling agent? Seke enso dia odia ba enono it. Where's the Obi? Nana ya pa she they talk, Papa. Even the party structures crowd, they are not able to get that done. And look at her now in the studio. Also, then Asempa. Okay, one for Udin and but the CPP will shock many people in this country. Ma Yanshana Yan Twas Ekosiisen saying so. My message is not a dorsal. Let me do this. When I come back, I'll read the remainder of your message. You will still have another round of discussions to do. Na afe yetimi atwas ba ansa na me pacha we here was send me to jana mu nyina mutibi. Salvation Army sorry no. Sorry kuku dampa. Na omodi free screening any surgeries dwumedie bi eba and ye ka surgery and am bebre na fe no operation ye be ye operation kama the medical ministry international omoni Salvation Army wo urban aid clinic bi ewo mamobi area ho urban aid clinic edwuma omo bo ho na se wani ensa wo kache na any Salvation Army urban aid clinic omoni the medical ministry international common toma abom na omo ba be surgeries for needy people mu nibi omo be surgeries e de amamo kwa kai say medical ministry international a Christian non-profit non-governmental organization na de omo ye nyina ne say omo boa amanfo a ehia ayarehwe ohia surgery ne sa ne mewo bebia ohia nemi e wo mo ba e be yema mo free and Salvation Army Urban Aid Clinic. Ewo mamobi. One of the several health facilities are sorry no SC. Na the issue money swan say health services or money be call wiase afane nyina na etimi aboa afofora enibi. Into money Medical Ministry International akabom. The omo kenyina say omba be free screening. Na oma select cases ewo so omo surgery. 23rd November and a free screening no ebebaso ewo Urban Aid Clinic just behind Accra Girls Senior High School ewo mamobi surgeries nankas do mo shas here 13th November to 25th November omo surgeries bebre hernia circumcision for abnormality ombe adnexal procedures ombe soft tissue masses ombe amount for fibroid nioma bebre and omo for free you know inti onte bibia makawa hase afre number we see na omu na kokoye screening no say hia so ombe surgery no be amount free free shenen so free 0246 04 6716 0246 04 6716. Now no into me any encomo. Again, the eagerly anticipated Pick 1 game and a Game Park Limited Ediaba in Kanomo Lanche Pick 4. Pick 4 ni you so in from 0 to 9 over pick 4 numbers a boom oko and the Pick 1 games waba. It come with a big bang. Choose your favorite number from 1 to 36. Stick and get ready for the excitement as we unveil the lucky number. And prepare yourself to unleash even more moolah. You can moolah is cash by sticking from either 1 Ghana cedi up to 350 Ghana cedis. A movie bit me. Uchana say one number now select and a boom emawa. Your win no 26 times your stick. It is a emphasis which are 350 Ghana. Say o number back na choose and a boom mawa. Your amount 350 Ghana times 26 and only reward that will be it's amazing. And it just dial star 946 hash on all networks, or you can do that via their website gamepackgames.com. With my download your app and so live draw about so our Doom TV so they be 9 a.m. 12 noon 6 p.m. in the Game Park. More moolah, more power. It's regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Ansana no Panda Chinese cuisine bomb home day papa Honorable Kojo Edu Asare bibia will be a Panda Chinese cuisine nedia unim so ba bohu de ro kama adwuma mo bonope Chinese restaurant igina nice wo Ghana hapai na a Panda Chinese cuisine okoho delicious egg fried rice, vegetable fried rice, your mount a choice of your beef or chicken in green pepper sauce, beef or chicken in Sichuan sauce, beef or chicken in brown chili sauce, your oriental spring rolls, your golden fried shrimps, your steamed dumplings, assorted soup noodles. In fact, nyoma di bebre okwa omoduane de papa opese please the order friend number we see 0240 903988 0240 903988. Now also kwaji waduane edi private part be na apesa we nipa be do or more 10-seater area cozy one pa we nye cozy akosu amenu dabi and or more restaurant space into me find nipa 35 at a go, you know, inti Ehoya Kama, Panda Chinese cuisine, Yawa Shalibotri School Junction, and the friend number 0240 903988. Now, no one into me any encomo. Mama Yentie way Emra Yaba. We'll do any other business. Stay with us.
Franco Trading Enterprise still phone Papa Fie Samsung nie Nokia nie iPhone nie say your printers or mobile phone accessories Franco Trading Enterprise afa no one TV aya this satellite any ultra panels abomuma
Facebook say uko Franco Trading Enterprise page na say likes number 100,000 eyo mo eni omunidwa sanso na www.francotrading.com Android app Franco Trading Instagram at Franco Trading na nipa body for dosunti Franco the momo pay code number 189480.
Your branches on the Bebre Wagana baby Nemum head office on the Twaya Dabraka opposite Roxy Cinema.
Tema Franco Community 1 waterworks ne dianim cycle opposite Odor Rise Madina 100 meters away from the police station Kaswa Franco opposite Kaswa Polyclinic
and now for your numbers in 0246 422 338 and 0546 133 188 Franco Trading Enterprise still phone Papa Fie and you're not going.
Ecobank Mobile, they make me say, Ecobank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy. Download it. You go enjoy it. In my check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit. You can pay school fees, even just tights with the Apple. Ecobank Apple. Life is easy with the Ecobank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay. Express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Kim promise.
Don't pass out to one more. Just momo it. What bread? Supermarket line.